Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Football Manager 2019, where I'm playing as Blyth Spartans, trying to take them from the lowest playable league in the game to somewhere a bit higher. Climbing the League Ladder is the name of the series, and you can catch the other episodes on YouTube if you haven't seen everything up to date so far. We've already played one season, and we missed out on promotion by 1 point. And then we lost in the playoff final as well, missing out on promotion a second time by 1 goal. So frustrating start, very nearly went up, but it wasn't to be. And here we are in Season 2. We've already played a few games this season, started off very well, stringing together a bunch of wins and draws, but the last 3 results have been a bit patchy. We've had a loss in there, a couple of draws, so form is not amazing. But we're playing Bradford next, who are down in 18th in the table, and we are apparently the favourites. So, fingers crossed, we'll get a good result from it. And I'm pretty sure I've advanced us almost right up until match day. Oh, it's tomorrow, so we're nearly there. And we'll get kicked off as soon as possible. And hopefully start with a win this session. Even if we don't, we've got a cup match next. That should be against some scrub team that should be easy. So we'll have a recovery game, perhaps. Right. Oh, God, everyone's training like morons. We'll just bollock you, see if that has an effect on the rest of them. Right. Here we go. And we're at home. Croft Park. Let's hope it's not waterlogged. There we go. Bamber Bridge is our FA Cup second round qualifier match. And they should be easy to beat, in theory. Who's Will Darby? I can't even remember who you are. Well done, Will. You're doing a great job, whoever you are, mate. Keep it up. Right, let's crack on. So Bradford playing in the yellow. And Blyth in the classy green and white. So we're inconsistent and their form is fair. Okay. New man Mohamed Sangare. Been a little bit patchy since the start. He's already had a suspension through a red card. He's apparently 1 yellow card away from suspension as well. Interesting times. Let's get Woods off. Sangare, let's bring him onto the pitch. We'll give him another shot. He's new. He's just getting used to things. But we've always got Connor Oliver we can bring on if the worst comes to the worst. But Sangare at the moment it's looking like he's got a few disciplinary issues. He's a little bit overzealous in the tackle. And possibly with the right hook. Who knows? Let's have a look. I think I'm happy with that. I think, yeah, let's go. Let's just get in there. Yeah, I think that Sangare, he would have fitted in right easy with the Leeds team of the 70s. Assistant says, don't say anything. Oh, I want to say stuff. Let's go avenge whatever happened last time. Apparently we lost to Bradford last time we played them. That's not great. They don't seem to be one of the better teams this season, though. So hopefully we'll have a bit more success this time around. But as per usual, it is raining in Croft Park. Business as usual. Oh, Maguire with an early header on the goal there. Just tipped out by the keeper. Not bad for the first highlight. Let's hope there's more where that came from. And we've got Egan with the throw to Maguire. Back to Egan. Has he got a cross in him? No, he's got a screw up. But Green, Captain Green takes the ball. Also had a few disciplinary problems from Green this season. Sangare in the D. Oh, thumped off a defender. I think Kieran Green got a red card as well so far this season. We've had a lot of reds and yellows. considering how early on in the season we are. A little bit concerning, but not enough that I'm going to start asking them to play gently. It's quite robust football at this level. Got to represent it right, haven't we? Right, Bernard with the defensive header to Lyons. Back to Bernard. Bernard thumps it upfield. Can't find a green shirt, though. He needs to work at that. And Akers is taking the ball upfield for Bradford. Tackled by Sangari, though, who finds Bradley Fuster, who's in the box, plays it square to Maguire for an easy 6-yard tap in. And we are off the ground. First goal of the session, first goal of the game, and 5th goal of the season for Dan Maguire. And this was all about Sangari there being strong, taking that ball away and finding Bradley Fuster, who has a pretty easy job finding Dan Maguire. Well, it was more like 7 yards, let's say, the shot in the end, but still easy tap in from that distance, especially with the keeper stranded. Lovely stuff to start the match. Let's give him some praise. As Michael Liddell picks up the ball on the left, plays it inside to Sangari, who goes for another thump, finding Bradley Fuster yet again. This time he has a shot himself, but he can't beat the keeper. And it goes out for a corner. Kieran Green to take the corner. It's another classic, terrible Kieran Green corner. But Reed picks it up on the edge of the box and has a swing. But yeah, can't find the goal, sadly. So far, Bradford having no shots and only 36% of the possession. They're not doing too well in this first half as we approach the 20-minute mark. Michael Liddell picking up his 2nd yellow card of the season. Oh dear. Liddell with the corner now. Finds the header. Green! Oh, that looked good. But it just grazed the top of the bar and went over. That was a good effort from both of those lads there. Shall we demand more? Let's demand more. My favourite sideline shout by far. And things seem to have slowed down a bit as we're waiting for the next highlight. Still, oh, Dan Maguire's picked up a yellow. That's what was going on. Oh, they're feeling pressured now. I've demanded more. Oh, well. That didn't go so well. Liddell, ease off tackles, mate. Yeah, take it easy. Oh, who else? Who else? Is that Egan getting a yellow as well? Dirty bunch this season. I didn't have this kind of disciplinary problem last season. They were a lot calmer. I think I only had 1 suspension last season. That was Kieran Green. Perhaps now he's captain, he's brought a fresh attitude of let's just hack the opponents apart to the team. Perhaps he wasn't the best choice of captain. Who knows? He certainly seems to be having an influence, let's say. Michael Liddell. Decent left-footed free kick there, but just wide of the post. Can't send it home. Sangari on the ball now. Square to Green in the midfield, who plays it back to Lyons. The defender thumps it upfield, looking for Egan. Can't find him, but thankfully the Bradford defender lays it up nicely. And we regain possession, and Sangari eventually gets the shot from the edge of the box, but it's straight at the keeper. And it's palmed out for a corner. Michael Liddell takes the corner, whips it in. Almost finds Bernard. He just can't quite get a shot at goal with it, though. Okay. Half-time talk. Give him a morale boost. Encourage him. Yeah, okay. No, terrible talk. Terrible advice from the assistant. We shouldn't listen to him. And the second half kicks off with Bradford in control of the ball. McWilliams on the right. Takes it forward a bit. Cheeky little pass to Akers. Back to McWilliams. And to Dawson. Turner is tackled solidly by Green, and Reed is on the ball, playing it up to Bradley Fuster, who controls it beautifully. Runs it forward and out to the left flank. Puts in a cross looking for Reed. Can't quite find him though. That's defended and headed away. And now we find ourselves with a throw-in from Egan, and oh my god, that looked like a penalty. Ollie Johnson giving away a penalty, receiving a yellow card, and Sean Reed, I assume, will step up as usual to take the penalty. Here he goes, and he bangs it in. He's definitely got better penalties than last season. Like, they're all straight down the middle. That one looked like it was in the corner there. Let's see it from another angle. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, the keeper guessed the right way. It was, it was towards an edge of a goal, like, rather than the middle. We'll take that. And we're 2-0 up as Bradley Fuster is in possession deep in the Bradford half. He pulls it back to Little, to Sangari, who surges forward into the box. Unfortunately, his shot didn't have as much power as his run, and the keeper saves it easily. Let's praise the lads. They didn't respond well to the demand more last time. Sangari picking up his 5th yellow card of the season. He will now be suspended. At least we've gotten it out of the way, though. It's all looking pretty good so far, as Bradford haven't managed a single shot in 74 minutes of football played. Can't really complain about that, can we? Oh, here we go. I spoke too soon. Dawson with a cross finds Long. That seemed to come off the bar and into the hands of Luke O'Reilly. Either way, he gathered comfortably. And yeah, I did speak too soon. Now Bradford have had 2 shots. Only 1 on target, though. Maguire to Sangari. To Reed in the box. Reed puts it home nicely. 3rd goal of the season. Assisted by new man Mohamed Sangari. And what a lovely strike that was. Egan with the throw. Maguire, first time pass to Sangari. Sangari controls, cuts it left to Reed, and Reed just hits it first time. Keeper can't react quick enough. And we're 3-0 up now, with 9 minutes of normal time to go. Less than that now. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute of normal time to play. And this is well and truly under control. Let's praise the lads. They're doing well. Still, only 50% of my shots on target. Could be better, maybe. Egan with the throw. And the whistle goes. And that is a great victory there. 3-0. What a way to start the session. Yep, you were excellent, boys. We're happy with that. And onwards, off the back of that win, we will be playing Bamber Bridge. They must be shitting their pants. Quality of possession provides victory. Good stuff. They've learnt how to pass. So that leaves us in 6th place in the league. No games in hand to jump past us by the looks of it. So yeah, we're all right. I mean, obviously would rather be higher. But at least we're in the playoffs. We're in with a shout. Very early on in the season, though. And Reed getting an 8.8, 2 goals. Obviously, one of which was a penalty, but we'll praise him for that. Ayula, Shola Ayula at Chester. Have a look. Some pretty good stats, hasn't he? Passing's a bit bad, but not bad for a poacher, is he? Although, yeah, anticipation is letting him down somewhat. What do I want? Oh, he's already on my shortlist. Okay, that's fine. His consistency could be better, and he's a bit selfish. Fair enough. Yeah, he's not a bad little player, him. Like George Green, we were checking out because I got a feeling his stats are going to be good. Yeah, look at that. Look at this stuff. Chester don't want to sell him. What a surprise. Valued at 55k, so he's outside of our price range right now. But look at all these greens. So much greenery. And he is an attacking midfielder, which is just right for us. Man. Let's make an inquiry. But just out of curiosity, see how much Chester would ask for him. Right, Sangari reaches the yellow card limit. Yeah, we saw that coming. But rather get it out of the way now than have it looming over us for many matches. because we don't want him going out for a key match, do we, really? He seems a decent player, you know, aside from the bad tackles, the disciplinary problems. Aside from that, he seemed all right so far to me. Right, let's keep scouting Tom Stead. He was shaping up to be a decent-looking centre back. Well, we can't see that much of him. His positioning looks all right, though. Actually, maybe his heading and tackling aren't so good. Yeah, he might be disappointing in the end. He's valued at 26k. How bad can he really be? All right, Bamber Bridge scouting report. Okay. Macaulay Wilson, decent right back. Fair enough. He's on 220 quid a week. That's more than some of my players earn. He's doing all right for himself. Okay, where are we at? Guess we just crack on. Stalybridge Celtic coming up in the league apparently. Where were they? I didn't catch where they were. Down in 17th. 6 games lost. All right, that looks like a promising fixture for us. No draws, just losses and 3 wins. Who've they beaten? Bradford, Boston, and Darlington. Okay. Did we lose to Boston? We did lose to Boston. Oh, they managed to beat a team we couldn't. Never mind. Save time already, is it? Amber Bridge. Apparently Dan Maguire, our top goal scorer so far this season. Obviously Bradley Fuster was top of the charts for the whole league last season. I think with 27 league goals, something like that. Was certainly the top scorer for the club, but Dan Maguire was not far behind him. So let's see if Bradley Fuster can catch up with him this season. I'm sure he will. Toby Lees, yeah, you were rubbish. Oh, Mohamed Sangari got in Team of the Week. Not bad, despite recently getting a red card and now being out suspended for having too many yellows. Apparently that doesn't stop you reaching Team of the Week. Just ask Roy Keane and Vinnie Jones. Sean Reid deserves some praise, apparently. Yep, good man. Michael Liddell gone up in ability. It's nice to know. Though I am seeing some downward arrows there, Michael. Let's work on that, eh? Lack of depth in defence. Is it really that bad? What's our lack of depth in defence? I've got a spare left and right back. I've got plenty of 3 spare central defenders. I've got a spare keeper. What's your problem? Seriously, what is your problem? Maybe we could do with one more player that could perhaps cover left or right wing back, but that's not really a big lack, is it? I don't know why they're complaining. Fuss over nothing, that is. We got through last season. We only used 17 players. Don't know what he's whinging about. We'll be fine. Or maybe he knows we're due for a lot more red and yellow cards this season. Or maybe he knows something we don't. And we're going to have to deal with a lot of suspensions. But it's not our defenders picking up the cards particularly. I mean, perhaps our wing-backs have been a little bit. But, yeah, not our central defenders. They're doing all right, I think. It's just our midfielders. They're getting all the cards, really. And the sendings off, like, not helpful. No, we don't want an under-23s manager. We can't afford it. We'll be buying a coffee machine before we buy a manager for the under-23s. I've already got my assistant doing that job anyway. He's just fine. Jack Butler is out with a twisted knee. That's fine. He's only a reserve. It's not going to harm us. Paul Smith should be transfer listed. Well, no, then I really would be lacking right wing backs. I think he's my only backup. He's not that great, but he will do. It is hard to find wing backs at this level of football, so I tend to cling on to whatever ones I do find for as long as possible. Obviously, once I get a bit higher up in the leagues, it gets a lot easier to find them. But a smart person would probably just not play my kind of formation at this level, but I just really like playing that formation at the moment, and I want to stick with it. I don't know if anyone else uses it or what. I haven't really looked at other people streaming this to know, but all I know is I like it. Right, here we go. Surefire favourites to overwhelm this little team of Bamber Bridge. Let's hope they don't trip us up. But we're at home. It should be nice and comfortable. This match I'm worried about, though. Braintree coming up on the 28th. That's going to be tough. I think in the game they've still got their Moneybags chairman, haven't they? I don't think he's left in game at this point. Oh, excuse me, at this point. I've got a vague recollection of checking this guy out. Oh, he apparently is a winger. Oh, that's a shame. That's no use. Let's discard. Great star rating, though. Sangari training well. Hopefully, sheepishly trying to make up for his sending off and his yellow card. Michael Woods training badly. Probably a little bit annoyed at being left on the bench constantly. Egan, yeah, let's give Egan some praise for his training as well. That's good. What about Lyons? Yeah, he's new. Let's show him that, if you do good things, you get good praise. Hopefully he'll appreciate it. Yep, good stuff. Keep it up, lad. Right. Roll on match day. Oh, I just saw Rushton and Diamonds. Who was that from last session? Oh, there was someone. What was it? Arnie Grimm was saying he's a fan of Rushton and Diamonds. Somebody was. I think they're too low down at the moment to be playable. Oh, Michael Liddell, you're suspended for a match. Brilliant. Okay, that means we have to play new man. Is it Kieran Evans? I think it was Kieran Evans. Yeah, he's not really great in that position, but he's better than someone that's not allowed to play, isn't he? Maybe that's the problem that they were moaning about with us not having enough depth. Because I don't have a substitute for left wing back for this match as a consequence of this suspension. So, yeah, maybe I should sign one more. It'll stop him from whinging anyway. Right, Jameson and Nicholas on the bench, but just for one game. That'll do me, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. Kieran Evans lacking match fitness, of course, because he's done his play for the reserves since he's come in. This will be, I think, his first team appearance. A 4-4-1-1 is what Bamber Bridge will be using. Play your own game and we'll win. Go for it, lads. Well, actually, the preferable thing to have said would have been, play how I tell you to and we'll win. Let's hope that was implied. First highlight comes to nothing. And once again, it is raining at Croft Park. Sangari with a vicious-looking tackle there. Somehow gets away with it. And the ball is won. And now it's Bradley Fuster on the ball for Blyth in the box of Bamber Bridge. Wow, what a mouthful that was. But he couldn't get a shot through the defence, unfortunately. Free kick for Bamber Bridge. Just thumped straight into the wall. They're still in possession. And Egan goes in like a psycho and takes the man, not the ball. And it's another free kick for Bamber Bridge. Dangerous position for a free kick as well. I do not like the look of this. Lions with the header to safety, and Lang picks it up. Surging upfield past the halfway line. This is a defender running far. He plays it out, finds Maguire in the box. Oh, brilliant tackle by the Bamber defence there. Just as Maguire tries to whip his shot off. Sangari picking up another yellow card. Seriously? Sangari? Come on. Like, surely you know how to tackle without getting booked. Just every now and then it'd be nice. Just get through a match without a yellow. Although, on the plus side, it does mean we are going to have our midfield players rotating quite a bit more than I would ordinarily. Green takes the corner, looking for Bradley Fuster, but Bradley Fuster's pulled down by Bamber Bridge's Potts, and we have a penalty, which Sean Reid will take. Can he do another good penalty? That looked more like the classic Sean Reid penalty. I'll see that from another angle, but it looked like he just powered that straight at the keeper, and the keeper just stood there like a post and let it go in. Let's have a look. Smash. It's a little bit off to the side, but it wasn't what I would call a good penalty. It was a powerful penalty though, so we'll give him that. Sangari taking the free kick, finding Reid on the edge of the box. Can he power another shot in? He can, but this time it's tipped over the bar by the keeper. And Kieran Green taking the corner in the absence of Michael Liddell on that side. Ball comes out, finds Lang. And highlight comes to nothing. But we are 1-0 up after 30 minutes of football. Sangari's free kick thumped with his left straight into the wall. And it goes out for a throw-in. Oh, almost a defensive calamity there, but rescued by Deshaun Bernard. And Bradley Fuster finds himself in the Bamber Bridge box, in possession. Well kept out by keeper Rigby there, and it goes for yet another Blyth corner. This is our 6th so far this match. Green whips it in, looking for Bernard. Oh, it's over the bar. And a goal kick to Bamber Bridge. Only 4 shots on target out of 12. Not great, boys, not great. Bradley Fuster on the ball. Oh, he can't find anyone with that pass, but he gets the ball back again off the rebound. And now Sangari to Reid in the box. Back to Fuster, who has a crack, but only gets it as far as a red shirt. And it goes out for another throw. And we approach half-time well and truly in control of the game at the moment, but not enough goals to show for it, in my opinion. Certainly not enough shots on target. Anyway, 13 shots, 4 on target. Pretty terrible record there. Go prove a point. Yes, good advice from the assistant this time. And we kick off the second half. The rain seems to have cleared up now. We're getting a little bit of sunshine in the northeast. Hopefully that will last the rest of the half and we can play some good football. Let's demand more, see what happens. Bernard, good defensive header, finding Bradley Fuster. Pulls it back to Evans. Evans thumps it way up, trying to find Maguire, but it's not accurate, and it doesn't find Maguire. Charnock, looking nervy at the back, plays it back to keeper Rigby. And he passes it short to Wilson. Now Wadakar running through the midfield. Finds Tanner out wide on the left. Tanner plays it safely back to Charnock. Is that Charnock? Reid in with the tackle though. dispossessing the Bamba man, playing in Dan Maguire. Dan Maguire in the box. Can he hook it across to Bradley Fuster? No, he can't. It took a deflection off the defender there, and it will be a corner to Blyth. But I expected more from that. Kieran Green with the corner. Another pretty shocking corner. And White puts it out to safety for a throw-in. Five shots on target out of 15. That's yeah, not great, boys. Not great at all. Let's try a little bit harder. We certainly deserve more than one goal out of this game, surely. Demand more once again. Focused after the feedback. That's what we want to see. Egan, oh, you're having a nightmare. I think it's time for a substitute. Egan only on a 6.3. It's pretty disappointing. We do have Paul Smith waiting on the bench for his opportunity, and it looks like now will be it. Everyone else is doing all right. So we'll just keep an eye on fitness levels. Yeah, I believe in you. I'm lying. I don't believe in him. He doesn't need to know that, though. Right, let's go. Oh, Kieran Green picking up a yellow. See, it's those midfielders over and over. Just going in like battering rams, picking up cards left, right and centre. Sangari, free kick right on the edge of the Bamba Bridge box, and he whips in a quality strike into what looked like the top right hand corner of the net from that angle. Let's see it again. What a free kick. Oh, that'll do. I mean, it's not quite the corner. It's close. It's as close as we're getting at this level, isn't it? We will take that as our second goal. Good job. Still, stop getting yellow cards, though. We could do with less cards and more goals like that. Oh, and Bamford Bridge not wanting to be outdone by that free kick. Tanner whips in a screamer from the corner of the box. And somehow the keeper just wasn't ready for that. Luke O'Reilly failing to keep it out of the Blythe net. And there's still only a 1-goal lead for Blythe here at Croft Park. Maguire whipping the ball in, can't find a green shirt, but Sangari picks up the ball on the edge of the box, but just pings it off a red shirt. And Bamba Bridge are now in possession. Demand more. Tanner, another free kick. Oh, he's dangerous, that lad. We've already seen him score one. Let's tell Kieran Green to ease off tackles. And yes, we'll press that Tanner guy. 4 minutes to go. Dan Maguire picking up his third yellow of the season. Even Maguire's picking up more yellows. I definitely think Kieran Green's having an influence here. Team's just generally getting more cards this season. Sometimes that's just how it goes. We'll have to work around the suspensions, I guess. Bradley Fuster in possession. In the dying seconds, Dan Maguire is through on goal and hammers it home. Well, how's that for added time? 5 minutes of added time to play, and with literally seconds before the whistle, out comes this little move. Bradley Fuster all the way from midfield, laying through Dan Maguire to run on to that ball and smash it in from 6 yards. And what a piece of vision there from Bradley Fuster to find that pass, and what a strike to finish it off for the goal. 3-1, and the whistle's going to go very soon. There'll be a few extra seconds or possible minute or whatever to play thanks to that goal, but I think it's all over. It's 3-1, and there it is. It is now. 21 shots, only 8 on target. Again, could do better, but we're getting the goals. That'll do. Let's tell them that was excellent. Yes, good job. Blyth, Hammer, Bamber Bridge. That's 4.5k in the bank. Always happy for the cup money to come rolling in. Sangari on form. There we go, give him a bit of praise, although not too happy about his yellow. Could have done without that yellow card, mate, but never mind. And it's Stullybridge Celtic next. Who's this guy? Lamin Yagni or Jagni? Lamin Yagni? He's Gambian. How would a Gambian say that? Yagni or Yagna? Do they speak French in the Gambia? Can't remember. Let's have a look at his information. Where's his languages? Language. Where's language? Languages spoken. English and French fluent. Yeah, so it could be a French pronunciation for that name. Either way, he's looking pretty decent for a midfielder, that lad. Let's keep scouting him, see what comes of it. Ben Williams. Oh, we've seen plenty of Ben Williams. Oh, I can't be bothered with all of that. Too much stuff. Michael Woods is having a whinge because he's not getting games. Fair enough. Have a chat with him, Kieran. See what you can do. No, Kieran Green is not very good at talking people round. Never mind. Okay, apparently I discussed the issue with Woods. I'm not entirely sure what I clicked for that to have ended so quickly. Never mind. Hopefully he's fine. If not, we'll just get rid of him and sign someone else. It's not a problem finding other midfielders at this level. The wing backs are the problems. Right. Yeah, that was great. Who did rubbish? Egan. Yeah. Well, that's why you got taken off, mate. You weren't doing well. Okay. Stullybridge looking to play a 4-4-2. They're impressive at taking their chances. Right. 20 assists in the last 15 matches have come from the right side of the pitch. So is it this Wolfenden guy perhaps we need to keep an eye on? Matty Wolfenden? Who knows? Oh, hold on. There's a name I recognise. Easy Welly. Josh Easy Welly. Let's have a look at his career stats. He was at Kidderminster 2016-2017. Is that why I recognise him? It might be why I recognise him. I think he might have been a decent fullback on the right. So maybe this guy's... he can play wing-back on the fullback, but can he play wing-back? That's the question. Let's get a scout report on him. That name rings a bell. I've got a feeling he might be all right. We'll check him out anyway. We'll see. There you go. Look at that. Key player, Josh Easywelly. Yeah, so indications are seeming to show that he might be the one providing those chances from that right side of the pitch. Right. Yeah, fine. Let's skip that. We'll see who we get. Hyde United in the next round of the FA Cup, third qualifying round. Non-league Hyde United. I'm quite comfortable with that draw. And by the looks of things, we are at home again. That's nice. The Tigers, they're known as. Well, that's an intimidating sounding nickname. But you're not going to beat the Spartans with Tigers. Okay. I'm ready to get this match going. First away match of the session. It's a very low team in the league, and of course they're newly promoted to this division as well, so it shouldn't be too much of a challenge in theory. Oh, look at their shirt. Although, yeah, both them and us, we're inconsistent in our form. But, I mean, they're all the way down here, and we're all the way up here, so odds are in our favour. Oh, yes, and of course, Sangare suspended. That's why we played him in the cup match. We could give Woods a go, since Woods has been crying a bit about his opportunities. Where is Woods best suited to out of the midfield roles? Doesn't really make a difference, does it? So I guess we'll keep Kieran Green where he is. We'll give Woods a go there. Sangare, you're out of here, mate. What am I missing? Nicholas comes onto the bench. Oh, I've already got Connor Oliver there. Hang on. All right, let's think about this. There we go. It's Michael Liddell. That's who's missing. And then Liddell on for Evans. There we go. Right, I need to clear these positions. Now the cup game is over. Now we're sorted. Right. So Buddle, Smith and Evans. And then Oliver and Dolling. Yep, that's all good. All good. Defensive relationships forming now. They're not amazing, but at least they're not terrible either. Hopefully those lads will get used to each other as the season wears on. No partnership between Woods and Green. Obviously, I think this is the first time Woods has actually played in the first team since we've signed him. But I think one has formed between Green and Sangare. And of course, we've still got one between Connor Oliver and Kieran Green from last season. So just Woods to settle into working with Captain Green. Right, let's submit the team. Oh, hold on a minute. Luke O'Reilly's gone down a star. He was 3-star when we brought him in. Oh, look at that. He's losing stats. What's going on here? Obviously, my club terrible at training goalkeepers. And he's just losing ability. Never mind. We'll make do. We can't afford specialist coaches at this level. We've just got what we've got. Right, 4-4-2 for Stally Bridge. What shall we say? Pick up where you left off. Oh, well, that didn't go down that great. That could have been worse. And we're off. Have a look at the league positions at the moment. So Hales Owen at the top. And we're currently sitting in 5th if all results stay as they are. But of course they will not, as everyone has only just kicked off. Right. Stally Bridge in possession here. Not what we want to see. Lang wins that sprint for the ball there. Plays it back to keeper O'Reilly. He plays it out short to Lyons. Lyons out wide left, finding Michael Liddell. Returning from his one-match suspension. Crossing to Dan Maguire on the edge of the 6-yard box. And what a strike. What a start. What a goal. What a finish. 3 minutes in. Dan Maguire picks up his 7th goal of the season. Yet another assist for Michael Liddell. He is a very key player in our team for those assists. Nice little swinging cross there. Maguire in acres of space. Nobody even near him. This man, number 3, I think should have been marking him. Simply wasn't. And we will take that as a free goal. Dan Maguire, was he onside? Yes, he's onside. Look at that. Easily onside. Why do we even need to dispute that? Right, so 1-0 to Blyth, and only 4 minutes played so far. Let's hope they don't switch off and concede at this point, as Lees is in the Blyth box looking dangerous, puts a cross into Wilkinson. What the hell was that? What was that? That was a cracking shot from new man Deshaun Bernard. What? Right, Lees chips it in. Wilkinson with the head. Egan, oh well, that's a bit unfortunate. Egan tried to clear it and it looked like it hit the back of Bernard's head. I don't think he knew anything about that. and suddenly it's an own goal, and it's 1-1. Bernard with the free kick to Egan. Reed back to Egan. Egan to Green. Now Woods, new man Woods with the red hair there. Little in the box. Dangerous left-footed shot there. He has been known to score goals. Not many. But every now and then he can put one in the net. Egan with the throw-in. Finding Dan Maguire in the box. To Kieran Green. Back to Maguire. To Egan. Egan loses possession to Wall, who just thumps it upfield to safety. Deshaun Bernard picking it up. Thumping it straight back up. Stanley Bridge is then finding Michael Little, who is again in the box, has a shot, but well closed down there by the Stanley Bridge keeper. And I think that went out for a corner. It did. Michael Little will take that corner. It's not a great corner. And it comes back out. Whoa! Egan with quite a zealous tackle there on Ackroyd. Taking no shit. And the ball went out for a throw-in. But the next highlight is in the Stanley Bridge box as Maguire thumps a shot off a defender. And it unfortunately comes to nothing. Let's just check the analysis. No. We're not paying attention to that. Let's demand more. Little with the free kick. Whips it in. Oh, that looked dangerous. Bernard was the man with the header. He picks up the loose ball, plays it to Reed, who finds Lyons. Lyons, in spite of being a centre-back, fancies his chances and has a crack at goal, but it was definitely a defender's shot right there. Easy Welly. This is that lad we want to keep an eye on. I think he's good, if I remember rightly. Bernard with the defensive header. Only goes as far as Ackroyd, though. Plays in Wolfenden. Wolfenden to Brown. To Wilkinson. Back to Easy Welly. Who wellies it up easily. Oh, Wall with the shot. Just kept out of the Blyth net there. And that was nervous stuff at the back. Right, Lyons with a free kick from the centre circle, finding Egan, plays it to Reed. New man Woods. Woods, you're not going to keep a place in the team with shots like that, mate. Just trying his luck and doesn't have any. Riley plays it short to Lang. Lang plays it long to Bradley Fuster, who had Maguire to the right of him and really should have passed it, but instead has a greedy shot that goes out for a corner. Michael Little taking that corner. Terrible corner. It goes out for a throw-in. Still, Stanley Bridge only having one shot so far. Of course, their only goal coming from a very unfortunate own goal. Oh, Woods picks up the ball in midfield, plays it out left to Little. Cuts inside, finding Bradley Fuster, back to Little. Little can't get the cross past his man, and Lang picks up the loose ball, luckily, and Little is back in possession. Plays it to Reed, back to Captain Green, who puts in a beautiful ball to Leighton Egan, who puts in a nice cross, but it can't quite find the head of a Blyth striker. Woods on the edge of the box, this time passing to Reed. Out to Egan, who has a crack. And I don't think Egan's ever scored a goal for us. I can't remember him scoring one. He just should not shoot, ever. No shots from Egan. Finishing 3, there you go. That's why he shouldn't be shooting. Woods with what looked like a foul. Seems to have been gotten away with, though. And Blyth are in possession. Bradley Fuster playing in Dan Maguire. Dan Maguire runs into the box, cuts it across to Reed. Bounces out. Oh, off the defender, and then Bradley Fuster with the rebound. Took a deflection and it's out for a corner. Kieran Green whipping the corner in. Finding Reed. Back to Lang. Oh, Nexus. What? Egan scored a goal, did he? Last season? Oh, man, I don't remember it. I believe you, though. He's not very good, though, with finishing 3. It's not going to happen often, is it? Right, go out there and prove a point. That is good advice from the assistant. We'll take that. But yes, we very much are in need of a second goal. Maguire provides. Please say that was not offside. That was a great start from the kickoff in the second half. Lyons playing it across to Deshaun Bernard. The new man in defence, thumping it long, just the way we like it to be played. Finding Dan Maguire in the box. who calmly tucks it in to the bottom left corner. And that is the goal we needed. We will take that. Let's praise the lads. Yeah, looking fired up by that feedback. A laser, says Nexus. It certainly was. Green with the corner. Terrible corner. Comes to nothing. One day I will sign someone that can take corners and I can stop complaining about Little and Green's corners. But not yet. It's not happened yet. Oh dear, terrible defensive header, but Little redeems himself immediately. And the ball stumped upfield, finding Dan Maguire again. Through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper. This time kept out by Hall. A great save from him. And Blyth will have another corner. Whipped in by Little. Plays it long. Bradley Fuster claims it. And is hacked down by a frustrated Stalybridge defender. Let's praise him again, see what happens. Can you get away with 2 praisings in a row? Yeah, that worked. They're fired up again. They're loving the praise. And this season, Bradley Fuster starting to get left behind already by Dan Maguire in the goal scoring chart. He's not really switched himself on yet this season. I think Bradley has not quite been the same since his early injury this season. Dan Maguire luckily delivering the goods for Blyth though. But I am hoping Fuster does come back into his form before too long. It's always nice to have both your strikers fighting it out for the top spot in the goal scoring charts. And as I say that, Sean Reid thunders in an effort from outside the area. That was a quality shot. Let's see that again. Kieran Green with the free kick. Defended by Hogg, but only goes as far as Reid, who just outside the box from about 19 yards, let's say, thumps it home, and it is 3-1. We have a 2-goal cushion, and things are feeling quite comfortable as we come into the last 8 minutes of normal time. Maguire, well, Reid losing possession there, but Bradley Fuster picking the ball up, playing it out wide to Michael Little. Cuts it inside to Reid. Plays it to Woods, the new man in midfield. Kieran Green with a really poor pass forward there. Quite uncharacteristic for him. That's a shame. But Bernard defends the thump up field that comes from it. And Blyth are in possession in the midfield again. Woods taking the ball forward, playing it out left this time to Michael Little. Little with a swinging cross, and Maguire was pulled down by Kengney? Does that say? I couldn't quite read that. Maguire takes the penalty and tucks it home. I think that was for his hat-trick. I can't think of any other reason Maguire would have taken that penalty instead of Reid. It must have been a hat-trick. And a terrible penalty, really awful penalty, but he gets away with it. And that is indeed Dan Maguire's hat-trick in this match. It's 4-1, and Stalybridge are in pieces. The fans are leaving the stadium early. Look, it's all empty. There's nobody here. Oh dear, depressing stuff. For them at least. Great stuff for Blyth and Maguire. Oh, he was never going to beat the keeper to that ball, but that looked dangerous at the back for Stalybridge again. Let's give him some praise. Kengney whipping in across there, and again gets another chance. Second cross wasn't much better than the first. Brown though, Brown, what a shot! And once again Blyth caught napping at the back, thinking it's all won before the whistle's gone. And a goal is found by Stalybridge, this time by their own boot, not an own goal. This was all theirs. Brown with a quality shot there. That was a good effort. Keeper had no chance. But it's too little too late, as we're almost out of normal time. Easy Welly smashing the ball upfield to Wolfenden. Well defended there by Bernard. Goes out for a throw. Not over yet. 4 minutes of added time as a dangerous free kick comes in from Wilkinson. Luckily just going wide of the post. Seconds left to play. We have a 2-goal cushion. I think we'll be all right. Little playing it out for a throw-in. Good safety ball there. Don't want to be messing around at this stage. Just hold on to that 2-goal lead for our goal difference. Nice, that will do. Referee blows for full time, and we have won the match 4-2. We'll take that. Yeah, excellent. Good stuff. Everybody be happy. And we're going into the next game soon. Only 3 days between now and then. And that will be against Braintree, who, as you can see, are 1 place above us and 1 point above us in the league table. That will be a very important match. It'll be a tough match as well, because they're a good side. So next it says, started watching a Netflix show called Sunderland Till I Die. A very intimate look into the former Premiership team. Worth a look. Cool. I'll check that out at some point, Nexus. Thanks for that. Yeah, I remember the days where they were in the Prem. Right, Maguire scoring a hat-trick. Got to praise the lad. 9.5 as well. Good stuff. Bradley Fuster having a quiet game. Yeah, he's still not with it, is he? He's not quite the same. Since that little injury. It wasn't even a bad injury either, but it seems to have thrown him off his game in the meantime. I just think he needs to get his head down and just start taking some shots. One of them will go in, and then he'll find his confidence again. Matty Waters, we've been scouting him for a while, the Chester man. Extremely doubtful that he'll be interested in a transfer. Well, that's a shame. Let's have a look at him anyway. Look at those stats. Look at that. 12 for corners. Crossing 15. Free kicks 11. Here's our set piece taker we've been lacking. What's he like at wing back? Oh, his dribbling is appalling. His technique's not that great. Off the ball, not that great. Oh, his main downside is his dribbling being really quite bad. Aside from that, he's quite a decent looking player. Let's make an inquiry, see what happens. Just check his scout overview. That's the word. Okay, they're all both of those things are things you kind of expect to be a problem for a wing back. Even though he's not so comfortable with the position, he still seems to be on a par with Michael Liddell, according to this scout report, which is better than Kieran Evans. I mean, this guy would be great. Yeah, good at set pieces. No shit. He would be a fantastic addition to the team, I reckon. But yeah, we've made an inquiry. Let's see what happens. Braintree scouting report comes in. Looks like they're likely to play a 4-4-2. Goalkeepers generally look to be a strength. Who is this guy? Ben Killip. Okay. I wonder what their strikers are on. He's only on 170 a week. It's not that bad. It's not mega bucks, is it? Khalid Simo, 300 quid a week. Oh, he's getting paid all right. Okay, tough game coming up against Braintree, but at least we're at home, so we'll have a slight edge. Nice to have that at this stage of the season. Maybe we can start them in a bad run of results by beating them here and have them drop behind us in the points. But at the moment, they are ahead of us in the table by 1 point and 1 place. So a win here would be fantastic. And obviously, we're looking to try to get to the top of the table. I would love to win the league this season after losing out by only 1 point last season. It really does need to be our aim to win the division. But a little bit of a gap at the moment as Halesowen have had a much better start than we have. But, I mean, it's only 10 games played, plenty of the season to go. And we're well up there. You know, everything is well within our grasp at the moment. But the downside is it is for most of these teams. Pretty much anyone in the top half of the table could potentially still have a great run and win the league at this stage. But yeah, there's a lot of football to be played, and hopefully we'll keep winning as many games as possible. But yeah, it's all about those key games as well, particularly. And obviously, as I've said already, Braintree will be a key game. That will be an important result for us. And against the other top teams, any draws we can get away from home or possible wins, and certainly we'll be looking for wins at home against them, is going to knock them down a bit and claw us up a bit. And we've just got to do that as much as we can, really. And then obviously the simple stuff, you've got to get that right as well. You can't afford to be slipping up against the teams that are down the table. And Football Manager does love to test your patience, doesn't it? By having your team just switch off and play like idiots against a team in the relegation zone. So those games are always ones to watch to try to avoid any complacency. But right, so we'll have Braintree and then Hyde United in the cup after that. So that's cool. Either way, we've got a nice bit of a gap in between to recover. All right, so we're slight underdogs despite being at home. But we're on a 3-match unbeaten run. Ah, interesting. Chester are not against selling Matty Waters. Okay, well, his value's 6.75k and they want 12k. You're not having 12k, Chester. That ain't happening. What about 4.5k? How's about that? They've negotiated to 6k. I think I can maybe get them down a bit more. Let's try 5k. And 30%. You're not having more. Yep, they've accepted that. Okay, well, the only place it can go wrong is the usual place for us now, which is the player will decide, no, don't want to talk to you. Don't like your club, full of scrubs. Little do they know, we are destined for glory. If only they'd come along with us, we'd get there a bit quicker. So yeah, the bid's accepted. Not bad. And yeah, same old, isn't it? Same old, same old. Oh, I'm not currently interested in entering into contract discussions. Oh, fuck off. The financial package on offer from Blyth isn't enough to convince me to relocate. God damn. I guess I'll have to look at raiding Spennymoor instead, and Gateshead, and Newcastle, and Middlesbrough. All of those kind of places. But I'm never going to get players from Newcastle and Middlesbrough. Sunderland as well, I guess. But yeah. Obviously, travelling from the northwest is too far to get to the northeast of England. It's not exactly a big country, is it? But he doesn't want to move. Maybe he lives with his mum. He's only 21. He might be living with his mum, and he doesn't want to move out. His mum's still cooking and cleaning and doing his washing for him. He doesn't want to go. Connor Oliver, what is that training performance? That's disgraceful, mate. Kieran Green, you're the captain. You're supposed to be setting an example. Can we train a bit better, Kieran Green? Criticise training. Yeah, good. Right, you're supposed to set an example, mate. Oh, God, and Luke O'Reilly as well. Well, they're all getting an ear bashing for this. This is not good. I can't afford people to be training like Muppets. All right, well, let's go and praise all the guys that aren't training like Muppets. Hopefully, set an example. Leighton Egan training well again. This is interesting. He does seem to train well quite often, but he doesn't really gain much in stats and star rating, which is a shame. He's only 19. He's got good potential, but wish he'd get a few more greenies out. Right, where are we at? Let's progress. Yeah, maybe he does live next door to Chester's Stadium Nexus. Yeah. He just rolls out of bed and shows up for training. Tony McQuaid started a coaching course. Brilliant. Oh, and we're paying for it. No worries. That'll help the club. It's probably worth the money. It's not that expensive anyway. And he probably can't afford to pay for it himself. Not on what we're paying him anyway. I think he gets a cup of coffee and a couple of peanuts every week. Right, Braintree. This is going to be a nervy game. Woods, you didn't really do that well, mate. I wasn't that impressed. I mean, you didn't get sent off. I suppose that's a mercy. Let's bring Sangare on. He's going to need a nickname. He is like the Bulldozer or something like that, because he is constantly getting cards. But we want someone that's going to break some ribs and graze some shins, draw some blood against the likes of Braintree. This is going to be a tough, competitive match. We'll have no messing about here. Right, let's go in. (4-4-2) from Braintree. Classic. Right. What shall we say? Pick up from where you left off? Yeah, okay. Maybe. And we're off. And here is the league table as it stands, with Braintree 1 place and 1 point above us. We are definitely looking for the win here. Also, it would be nice if Hales Owen would lose as well. I don't think we're that lucky, but we can hope, can't we? Lang takes the free kick. Finds Michael Liddell. Plays it to Reed in midfield, who runs it forward. Getting past his man, playing it out wide to Egan, who finds the head of Bradley Fewster. Oh, what occurred there? Did that come off the bar and then Maguire finished it? That all happened a bit too quickly for me to see. I'm going to need to see that twice, but it looked like Bradley Fewster got his head on the end of Egan's cross and then hit the bar. And then Maguire got the rebound. Let's have a look. He did hit the bar. Oh, wow. And then Maguire there to steal the tap-in, denying Bradley Fewster again. Maguire pulling ahead in the goal-scoring charts. Oh, hey, Catch-22er. How you doing? He says, we're still grieving your loss aboard the Argo towards Nexus. Yeah, poor Nexus. He lasted 4 rounds of combat in my Battletech campaign before he died. A horrible, horrible, messy death. Shortest life ever. But still, I said, we'll name a regen after you in Football Manager, because you can't die then. You'll live forever in Football Manager. What's going on here? It's kind of end-to-end, but... Oh, defensive error there. Allows Bradley Fewster to take a shot, but it wasn't a good one. He perhaps could have taken that a bit closer before letting loose. But still, we're 1-0 up at the moment. And now I've said that, we're probably going to concede more with the shot. Oh, my God. Life flashed before my eyes there. All right, let's demand more. There we go, focused after the feedback. Reed taking a knock there. I thought we were going to be the dirty lot this time, but apparently Braintree putting the boot into Sean Reed. Hopefully he'll recover from that, because we don't have his replacement on the bench. Can't really afford to have him on the bench. Bradley Fewster picking up a yellow. We got through 30 minutes without a yellow card, I guess. Fewster on the ball to Sangare. Square to Reed. Reed back to Kieran Green in midfield. Plays it out right to Egan. Can Egan put in a dangerous cross? Oh, it looked good, but unfortunately Orange Shirt wins it. But Liddell picks up the loose ball, crosses it back into the 6-yard box. Falls to Sangare, who thumps it home. And what a strike that was. That was a quality goal, and Braintree's defence left stranded there after the pinball going on in the box. I don't think they knew where to look. Liddell doing 2 men here with this cross. Nielskens? I can't see that name, but yeah, he tried to clear it, but only got as far as Sangare. Keeper was already committed. and Sangare drills it home, and it is 2-0. Clayton Phillips taking a corner for Braintree. Oh, dangerous stuff there. Bit of pinball in the Blyth box, but O'Reilly keeping the ball out. And now we have a corner up the other end. Kieran Green takes another trademark terrible corner. Lang back to Little. Little to Sangare. The most recent goal scorer. Egan with another good run. And a good ball finding Dan Maguire, who has a crack from close range. But Killett keeps the ball out of the Braintree net this time. And also saves Michael Little's follow-up from the rebound. And, oh, dangerous corner there. Just kept off the goal line by the right-back, I think. That looked a bit close. Let's give him some praise. See if that encourages him. Clayton Phillips on the ball. Back to Mingy, is that? I think that's Mingy. Breen to Sangare. Sangare playing in Michael Little. Puts in a dangerous looking cross, finds the header. Dan Maguire, it comes off the post. Maguire tries the rebound but thumps it straight into the keeper. And that looked like a nut shot as well. I don't know how that keeper's still standing, but he did well. Balls of steel. Oh, and what a corner. Finally, Blyth managed to find a decent corner. And Little puts it onto the head of Bradley Fuster. He gets a goal. Only his 5th goal of the season so far. Not quite as good form as Dan Maguire's been in, but I think he's had a bit of a goal drought, so that will be a very welcome tally on his score chart. And we go into half-time, 3-0 up at home against Braintree, and this is the stuff of dreams. We could not ask for more than this right now. And let's see how the league table looks. That would knock Braintree all the way down to 7th. And we would take their spot in 2nd place in the league. Just 1 point behind Hales Owen as things stand. But it's not over yet. We have 45 minutes of football still to play. Catch 22 says, Braintree getting brained. They are, mate. And that was another dangerous corner. They are looking a threat off the set pieces. Must say, we're going to have to watch that. And Michael Little steps up for a free kick for Blyth, but that was an awful free kick, Little. You're not scoring like that, mate. Oh dear, we've got some complacency slipping in. Let's give some praise. See if we can fire them up. Dan Maguire picking up a yellow. There we go, fired up. That'll do. Anyone doing particularly badly? Kieran Green not having the best game of his life. And we'll have to keep an eye on Reed because he did take that knock earlier on. So he's going to be a little bit more worn out than everyone else. Oh, but we've caused an injury. We'll take that. Foot injury for one of the Braintree lads. And a cross put into Braintree's box. It's now outside the box. Clayton Phillips picks it up, plays it upfield, looking for their striker, but only finding Blyth defender Lang, who thumps it straight back up the other end. And it's like tennis. Who knows where it's going to end up? This is a tennis match. This is not football. They're just whacking it end to end at the moment. What's going on? Let me guess, Lang with another long ball. Oh, it is. And he finds Bradley Fuster this time. He's through on goal. Tries to tuck it in cheekily, but can't. Well saved by the keeper there. Stretches out and tips it wide of his post. Dan Maguire tried to pick up the loose ball and make something of it, but it came to nothing. Nexus says, I don't understand this praise thingy. What's that? Some new age way of telling them to try harder? That's right. I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Oh, it was a good looking free kick from Sangare, but it wasn't to be. Dan Maguire, yeah, he's off tackles, Dan. Why are you even tackling? Don't worry about it. Just score goals. Oh, dangerous stuff as Ferguson's on the ball for Braintree. Thumps it into Lyons though. Can Sangare beat him to the ball? He can't. Is Sangare just going to kick him? Oh, he takes it off him like candy from a baby. And Green is in possession in the midfield, looking for Maguire, but it's a poor pass from Kieran Green, who is definitely having a bit of a nightmare today. Everyone else is playing well though. And we've got another highlight. Kieran Green picking up a yellow card, not ideal. Bernard with the defensive header. Results in a shot for Braintree, but no goal for them. And we've still got this 3-goal cushion as we pass the 75-minute mark. It looks like they are really pulling out all the stops to get a goal, though, at this point. But they're going to need more than one. Clayton Phillips finding Davies in the box in space. Oh, well saved by Luke O'Reilly. That was dangerous stuff at the back for Blyth. Let's demand more just before this corner comes in from Braintree. Lavery to take it. Whipped into the box onto Davies again. Oh, good tackle by Little. That was very nervy stuff. I'm glad Little was there to claim that. And Egan with a throw in for Blyth. Maguire back to Egan. Whips in a nice cross looking for Bradley Fuster. Doesn't find him. Oh, solid tackle from Davies there on Sangare. He did win the ball, though. Sangare needs to learn from that tackle. That's how you do it fairly, Sangare. See, he was on a yellow as well, and he risked that. And he didn't get a red or anything. Learn, Sangare, learn. Right, Clayton Phillips taking the ball forwards. Finding Lavery on the right. On the left. Getting all turned around here. Leighton Egan. Takes it upfield. Playing it towards Bradley Fuster, but can't quite find him. And now Michael Little to Reed. Sean Reed thumping the ball again, looking for Bradley Fuster. He just about keeps the ball in and hooks it square to Dan Maguire for an easy tap in. What an assist there. Bradley Fuster having the pace and the energy this late on in the game to run for that kind of optimistic ball from Sean Reed. Just makes it before it goes out and hooks it across for Dan Maguire. Nobody's watching him. There's 3 men around him and a keeper, and yet he still comes away with a goal. That's his 11th of the season. Dan Maguire doing very well there. Right, so we've been keeping an eye on Reed's fitness. 10 minutes still to play, and I think I will take him off, which means it's going to be Josh Dolling coming on. And Kieran Green, he's on a yellow. He's only playing a 6.8 though. It's significantly lower than everyone else. And since he is on a yellow, I think we'll perhaps give Captain Green a bit of a rest for the last 10 minutes. As we do have Connor Oliver waiting in the wings. So that will do. Go out there and make a difference. They both looked happy with that. Well, we're winning 4-0. I'm not really sure how much of a difference we need them to make, but whatever. It seemed to do the job for them. And frustrations clearly setting in for Braintree now as they pick up another yellow card. And the Blyth subs are now on the pitch. Let's see what the new lads can do. Dolling, first touch of the ball, plays it nicely to Egan on the right. Egan puts a cross in, looking for Bradley Fuster, and he finds him. And Bradley Fuster tucks in the 5th goal for Blyth, his 6th of the season. And it's goal diarrhea here at Croft Park. Absolutely everywhere. They just can't stop scoring. And what a ball from Egan here. That's beautiful. And Fuster in space, hits it first time, tucks it in between the keeper and the near post. Cracking effort. And we are now into added time. Not long to go. As Egan nods it back to the Blyth keeper, Luke O'Reilly. Plays it out short to Lyons. Finding Sangare. Looks like Blyth perhaps want one more attack before the whistle, but they're not going to get it. We'll settle for a mere 5-0 win. I guess that will have to do. What a result, though, against Braintree, who, in my opinion, were going to be a tough team, and we've just made them look like idiots. They were one place above us in the league. They're now well below us, and we've taken their spot of 2nd in the table. Passionately tell them that was awesome. Brilliant. Well done. No goals conceded, 5 goals scored. Can't ask for more than that, can you? Catch 22 says their back line should have to buy a ticket. They should with a scoreline like that. Certainly make them pay for the ride home. And we just got an achievement, thumping. What's that for? I guess for a 5-0 win? Yeah, won a competitive match by at least 5 goals. Fair play. We'll take that. And yeah, there we are. 1 point behind league leaders now. And we've got the best goal difference in the division at the moment. Just held back by our loss against Boston United, who, as I said previously, can be a bit of a bogey team for us for some reason. I don't know why. They just are. Perhaps it's psychological. Perhaps it's just how they play football. It might just be the killer for my formation. But yeah, what a result that was. And Fuster, yeah, I thought he was on a goal drought. It did seem like a long time since he last scored. He's played over 11 hours of football before scoring that goal. So hopefully he'll be back on form now. And that's a shame. Sean Reid was in fact injured during that match. It didn't show up in the match. We saw him take the knock, but he seemed all right. But he is in fact out for 2 to 3 weeks with a nasty gash to his lower leg. That's a shame. He will be missed. Bradley Fuster doing well. 2 goals, 2 assists, rating of 9.4. That seems like a Bradley Fuster back on form to me. That's what we were used to. That's the Bradley from last season. Well done, son. Right, now it's a little bit concerning. I'd really quite like to get another attacking midfielder centre in. We made an inquiry for that Chester lad, didn't we? But what came of it? I don't mean Waters. I mean the other one. What's his name? George something. You know, that George guy. Him. Let's have a look at our shortlist. No, where's my shortlist? There it is. George Green, that's him. So I think I made an inquiry about him. Did that not come to anything? Did I miss it? Let's try it again. I'm not sure exactly what happened with him there. A little bit worried that, as per usual, he'll be another one that says no. Oh, look at his wage, 675 quid a week. I don't think we can even afford to pay someone that. But yeah, it's just that I'm feeling that Callum Nicholas is not that great a fill-in for Reid. He's not getting that many games. He's not going to develop well. I mean, it's my fault he's not getting many games, but Reid is just far better. But every time I have to use him, I'm just like, oh, god damn, I've got to use this guy again. He did score like a wonder goal last season, but 1 goal is not enough, you know, to mark yourself as a fantastic player. And yeah, the other thing was it would be nice to find one other wing back that maybe can play on either side. But it's just so hard to find at this level. Next it says Boston hosted a tea party and dumped the lads overboard, ? Wrong Boston, mate. Wrong Boston. They wouldn't be throwing tea away in our Boston. No chance. They'd be selling it off the back of a lorry instead. Right, how are we looking? Yeah, Blyth lose key man. Yeah, I'm aware I've lost key man. Shall I just do a quick look? Player search. Not defender. We want attacking midfielder centre. Oh, we don't want all of this. No. No. Right, so attacking midfielder centre. Oh, that's for loan. Yeah, loan might not be a bad idea. A 34-year-old Beninese chappie from League 2, Carlisle. Oh, hold on. I'm seeing League 1 here. Elliot Holmes of Hull. 19-year-old. Cameron Creswell of Doncaster. Oh, he looks versatile, doesn't he? Let's get a scout report. Let's just see what initial feelings are towards these players. Ewan Murray of Chester. Well, if you're not good enough to play for Chester, you're probably not good enough to play for me either, are you? But then again, that George, what's his name? Who's now, I keep forgetting his name. As soon as I've seen it, it's just out of my head. He's just that bloke George. So that bloke George is really good. So perhaps he could be keeping an almost as good player out of the side. Who knows? So let's just scout him as well quickly. Oh, actually, can I offer him a trial? We'll see if he'll go for a trial. Leighton Kendrick as well. He's on £5 a week. I doubt he's up to much. 17-year-old Welsh lad. Yeah, okay. This Romy Boko guy, I feel like I should check him out, but no, it says best position midfielder right, defensive winger. I don't want that. So he's just, perhaps he can play attacking midfielder centre, but I'd rather have a specialist at the position I'm looking for. Right, let's quickly flip it over to transfers. Rommel Palmer. Perhaps it's the wrong kind of Rommel. It's Rommel. I don't know how he says his name, but it's not the same as the German dude from World War II. That's definitely spelled differently. Jay Rouse. Let's have a look at you. You're at Hull as well. What's he listed? He's listed for transfer. He's probably terrible though, isn't he? Even though he's at Hull. I don't know. Right, well, that'll do me for now. That'll do. We've checked out some. We'll see what happens. Right. Yeah, Kieran Green. 6.8. That was the lowest in the team in the end. I mean, yeah, you did okay, though. Did that come through on my microphone? I don't know if you heard that. So, some dude on a motorbike's just gone tearing past. I didn't just do a massive fart, I assure you. It was a motorbike. Murray snubs Blyth. Yeah, of course. Let's try scouting him. Jay Rouse will come on trial, though. So he must be really terrible if he's agreed to a trial that easily. It's like, yeah, I'm awful. Yeah, I'll come for a trial. If you're daft enough to sign me, happy days. So, Hyde United in the Cup next. Should be a nice, easy game. Yeah, Jay Rouse, first impression, looks pretty rubbish. It says important player and could still improve. Well, we will let time tell on that. All right, Josh Easywelly, initial report on him. Could be a useful signing. Keep scouting. But first, I just want to have a quick look. It's too early to say, really. I definitely know that name from somewhere, though. And there's got to be a reason for that, surely. Right, Peter Cook, decent quality in goal. And Matty Hughes is a good option at centre-back. So that's Hyde's best chance is their goalkeeper. Okay, let's see what an informed Bradley Fuster and Dan Maguire partnership has to say about that. Oh, right, I see. So Chester have dismissed my inquiry about George Green. That is probably what happened last time, and I just might not have seen anything. Let's see. Let's declare interest. Let's see if we can rock the boat a bit by letting the press know. Spartans are believed to be ready to discuss terms on a deal which could be worth 51k. Hold on a minute. 51k, says the press. I have a transfer budget of 23k. I think they're lying. Right, I'm also now apparently spending over my wage budget. We did that all last season. A little bit of a concern. So I probably shouldn't really be signing any more people, but we've still got a little bit of wiggle room with figures as they are right now for maybe one more player. But it will, again, if I'm going to be paying over my wage budget allowance, I'm going to need another bloody good cup run to make up for it like last season. Let's see. Let's go with that. See if that unsettles him at Chester. At the very least, he might demand more money and then get angry with them because they can't afford to give him more money. Something like that. Let's just rock the boat. Ooh, Morley, not prepared to answer the question. Green wasted no time in saying, I'm not really interested in a move to Blyth. It would need to be a very good offer to even tempt me to join them. What is all this anti-Blyth sentiment? I don't understand this. Nobody wants to come to Blyth. I'll tell you what, they'll want to come when we start winning some silverware. Then they'll regret their turning down of our contracts. Then they'll be like, oh, that could have been me in that awesome green and white shirt winning that cup. What a shame. I was such a stubborn idiot and refused to talk to them. Right, Alan Potts, who are you? Oh, you're awful, Alan. No, and you look like a serial killer. No, you can go, mate. Go back to working at Tesco. Football career is not for you. And speaking of working at Tesco, that's probably where half the Hyde United team are working right now. Apologies to any real-life Hyde United players. I'm sure you all have good jobs. But you're not a full-time football team, are you? So chances are you've at least got part-time jobs or maybe even full-time jobs outside of football. It's like it's too easy to say mean and negative stuff about the game, like things, and then you have to remember, oh, hold on a minute, you're talking about real people here. Don't be an arsehole. Right. Should George Green be signed? The poll says yes. Well, I'd love to sign him, but circumstances are probably not going to allow for it, are they? Sean Reid is out. That's a shame. Blyth players in Team of the Week. O'Reilly, Liddell, Sangare, Maguire and Fuster all making Team of the Week. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Dan Maguire, Scoops Player of the Month for September. Nice. There it is, finally. That burp was trying to fight its way out while I was talking. Eventually we got it. And we managed to mute the microphone and everything, so it's all good. Right, yeah, so 5 appearances, 6 goals, average rating of 7.9. Brilliant. That's a fantastic month for Dan Maguire. Let's congratulate him. Yeah, well done, mate. Good stuff. We need to praise some recent form. Yep, let's do that. In case anyone was wondering what I was saying off mic there, that was, what are you crinkling? And Joe was like, I'm trying to open my Jaffa cakes. Like, well, can you hurry the fuck up? Sorry if that was coming through on the microphone. It was like, you know, when someone's trying to open something really quietly, but they're just prolonging the whole ordeal, and you're just hearing crinkle, 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 crinkle. I'll just get it over with. Just do it quickly. Bang, done. Oh dear. Oh, now I want a Jaffa cake. She got me a box of Jaffa cakes as well, but I ate all of mine yesterday. They're like some new flavour. What were they? Lemon and lime flavour Jaffa cakes, which sounds weird. Shell didn't like them, but I liked them. I think that's the only reason I got the box for myself. If Shell had liked them, I wouldn't be seeing either of the boxes of Jaffa cakes. That would be business as usual. Right, let's get this match on. How many days away? We can't be far off. Ugh, got to wait till Saturday. Ooh, an ice cream sandwich. That sounds good, Catch 22. What the fuck is a Jaffa cake? You've got to be British to know Jaffa cakes, I guess. Do you get them in Canada or Australia? Do you guys have Jaffa cakes as well? Is it just the Americans miss out on them? You probably have them, Catch-22, but you've probably got another name for them, like orange chocolate cake biscuit things. I don't know what you'd call them. They're not biscuits. They're like halfway between a biscuit and a cake. And it's like this spongy stuff at the bottom. Then you've got like this little jelly layer in the middle, and I don't mean American jelly, because American jelly would be jam to us. I mean like gelatine stuff that's flavoured, and in the standard Jaffa cake that's flavoured orange, and then you've got chocolate on the top, and that's what Jaffa cake. Shell, can you bring me a Jaffa cake, please? This is a Jaffa cake. There we go. So that's the spongy bottom, that's the chocolatey top, and then it's got like a orange jelly thing. It sounds awful, yes, but it's nice. Trust me. This is a good British snack, this. And then, if you don't mind me talking with my mouth full, you can kind of see in the middle, there's like the jelly stuff. And it's called Jaffa after the orange type. So, that's a Jaffa cake. And now, for the next couple of minutes, no talking while I eat a Jaffa cake. That sounds bonkers to me, Catch-22. You call that cream filling, but it's made of gelatine. It's like, you know, like kind of like the stuff jelly babies are made out of. You must have jelly babies, right? How could you possibly call that cream filling? It's not even been near cream. It's not even seen a picture of cream. It's just like, well, I suppose gelatin, don't they boil up animal hooves to make gelatine and stuff? So maybe it's been near cream at some point, but not close enough to be called cream. It's like, yeah, it's like a jelly-like substance. It's weird. Anyway, they're nice. Do you actually have anything even vaguely like a Jaffa cake in the States? I guess probably not. Yeah. You have your own weird and wonderful things, I guess, don't you? There is a lot of crossover, though, between stuff you guys have and we have, but we'll often just have different names for it. But I guess that isn't something that there is a crossover on. Oh, I've tried a Twinkie. Man, they taste revolting. I tried a Twinkie. I was in Matlock, and for some reason, in a shop in Matlock, that's in the middle of England, pretty much. It's like a popular place for bikers for some reason. They like going there. But I was there, and there was a shop that had Twinkies, and I was like, well, you always hear Americans going on about Twinkies. Let's try a Twinkie since they're in the shop. I tried it, and it tasted like the most artificial, radioactive, poisonous, disgraceful excuse for something that is apparently food that I've ever eaten. I couldn't believe it. It's like the cake was just really sickly and stodgy and disgusting, and the cream, I don't know how that can be called cream, but again, it's like somebody basically whipped up some white fluffiness out of chemicals and then said, there you go, cream. Oh my god, no wonder they're said to survive through a nuclear apocalypse or whatever. Oh man, they must be so full of artificial things and preservatives. I could not believe it. It was disgusting. Catch-22 says, they're great when you want to eat a gas station snack that's at least 15 years old. Yeah, and I bet they last at least 15 years. I bet they'd last about 80 years without going off. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, oh man, never again will I eat another Twinkie. But I tried it, and that's the main thing. Oh no, York City want Dan Maguire. No. There's no way he's leaving. Maybe I'll just go for I won't be discussing any stories. Just, I don't want Dan Maguire to have a paddy. 10k? 10k for Dan Maguire? Sod off. That's an appalling offer, and Dan Maguire's going to have a strop at me for that because he might have been able to move up to a higher division. Oh man, I hope his loyalty to the club is good enough. Lewis Lang would be a better choice of captain than Kieran Green. Really? Well, tough. I gave it Kieran Green. That'll do. But yeah, oh man, I don't know. I think I'd rather drink gas than eat another Twinkie. It was that bad, and I've no idea what it was doing in Matlock, like in just some random sweet shop. I've no idea why it was there, but they had them. Maybe they imported them about 20 years ago and they'd just been sat there. Perhaps waiting for the odd American bike enthusiast to visit Matlock. Right, Hyde United, here we go. Let's give Sangari a bit of praise. He's obviously doing well in training. Callum Nicholas, terrible stuff. Yeah, let's praise Leighton Egan. The more that this guy can keep training well, the better, really, because he is in the first team. So I do want to keep encouraging him to continue his growth. Luke Lyons, he's new. Yeah, good stuff. Right, let's crack on. Nexus says, "Hey, was it Sarge who had the bird strike?" No, it was Gromulus had the bird strike while he was riding his motorbike and had to go to hospital because the beak cut him. Yeah. Remember that Johnny Depp picked Fear and Loathing? Yeah, I remember Fear and Loathing. Yeah. I picture Sarge in a skullcap biker helmet, wearing large mirrored aviators, nervously bobbing his head around. Can't stop here. It's pterodactyl country. Nice complete mixing of random memes from chat with Fear and Loathing. Yeah. Good stuff. But yeah, no, it's Gromulus you were thinking of. And then Harry was like, I got knocked off my quad by a pterodactyl. Clearly full of shit, as usual, Harry. But yeah, Gromulus was saying he spent 2 days in hospital after that. Doesn't sound like my idea of fun anyway. Right, let's make him available for the under-23s. And Buddle, yep, ongoing. He seems to have, once again this season, lost his place. Only just, though, to a slightly better defender. I feel a bit sorry for Buddle. He's a good man. He plays well. He's been in good form when he does play. But he's just not quite as good as the others. Look at his smiley face. He looks like a nice man. But yeah, he's just not quite making the grade. Okay, here we go. So we're now in excellent form. Good stuff. So we're probably going to get absolutely smashed here by this non-league outfit. He's ineligible. I can't play him. You can sit on the bench instead. Let's have a look. He might not be terrible, but I don't know. He doesn't really look like he's going to be amazing from first impressions, does he? Still, he's got several more weeks of his trial left. We will see more of him as time wears on. Nicholas, what is your favourite actual position up in here? Right, he prefers to be played as a shadow striker. I can't play you as a shadow striker, mate. I've got two very good strikers. I don't need a shadow striker. I need an attacking midfielder on support. So you're just going to have to live with it. Oh, man. So Kieran Green, one yellow away from suspension. Sangari, 1 yellow away from suspension. Already, Maguire, 1 yellow away from suspension. We're going to have problems. We are definitely going to have problems if we continue to keep picking up this many yellow cards. Never mind. On we go. Interesting. They play the same formation as us. This should be interesting. I don't think we've actually played a team that has a mirror of our formation yet. So this will probably be my first chance of seeing how we do against someone with that. Right, pick up where you left off. That'll do. Let's go. So next it says, okay, what is a shadow striker? So a shadow striker is basically an attacking midfield player that acts as a striker. He's like a sneaky striker that you don't expect because he's in the midfield and then he surges forward and bangs goals in. So someone like Lionel Messi could play as a shadow striker because he could play as an attacking midfielder in the centre and still have a very, very dangerous shot on him and probably outscore most strikers. So he's an example of someone that could play that position. So that's what it is. And you tend to use it if you've not really got strong strikers as such and you need one of your midfielders instead to be scoring goals for you. But, you know, as you can see, that's not something I need because I've got Dan Maguire and Bradley Fuster. So, yeah, unfortunately, the shadow striker role doesn't really, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't really gel well with the poacher and the pressing forward. I mean, essentially, the poacher is a goal-scoring striker, so you don't need a shadow striker in addition to that, if that makes sense. Egan in the box, whips it into Fuster. Sangari picks up the loose ball, has a shot, and it's wide of the post. We're 19 minutes in. Nothing happening so far. We need to demand more and get this match off the ground. Bradley Fuster whipping it in, looking for Maguire, can't find him. Nicholas, though, on the edge of the box. Callum Nicholas, chance to prove himself with a rare opportunity on the field, and he does. He gets his first goal of the season in his first match, like where he's actually starting. That is great stuff. We will take that. And my doubts about him are perhaps being dispelled if he's going to keep coming on and scoring goals like that every time Sean Reid's out injured or suspended. That was nice. We'll take it. So he didn't need to play as a shadow striker to get that goal, did he? Perfectly fine as an attacking midfielder centre. And Sangari whipping in a free kick, only into the side netting. Unfortunately, coming to nothing. All right, let's give him a bit of praise. Cadwell for Hyde. On the ball, lets himself be dispossessed by Michael Liddell, who surges forward in space. He's got men all around him. He plays it into Dan Maguire, who takes a shot from almost the penalty spot, and it's goal number 2 in the 33rd minute. 12th goal of the season for Dan Maguire, and yet another assist for Michael Liddell. I think he was last season's top assister for our team. He is always providing goals, and with passing like that, who's surprised? But what a finish from Dan Maguire, tucking that home safely. And we're 2-0 up, and it's not even half-time. Yeah, next it says, Nicholas, don't need a shadow striker, take that. Yeah, that was a quality effort from him for our first goal. Now, Egan with the throw-in, looking for Green. Green stumbles a bit, but manages to retain possession. Plays it back to Bernard. Out wide to Egan. Egan loses the ball, though, like a massive lemon. Lyons runs back, casually picking up the stray long ball from Hyde. Playing in Lang, who puts it forward to Liddell. Has Liddell got another magical cross in him? Here it goes, looking for the head of Maguire. Doesn't quite find it, but Nicholas picks it up on the edge of the box. His second shot, not quite as good as his first, though, and it is claimed easily by Crook, the goalkeeper for Hyde. And it's half-time. Hyde have had one shot, none on target. And it's all Blyth all the way at the moment as we are sitting on 2 goals. Assistant recommends not saying anything. Okay. You might be winning, but that could still all change if you... No, I think I'm just gonna say keep it up. Like, why put any doubt in their minds? Let's let them keep playing positive football. And we kick off the second half. The sun is shining at Croft Park. Take a picture. It's rare, but it does happen. Team looking confident. Rotherham taking a free kick for Hyde. Thumps it straight into the wall. Bradley Fewster away. Looking like a little English Usain Bolt as he sprints up the field. Playing it out wide right to Dan Maguire. As Maguire got the cross back to Fewster. Fewster, just can't get the shot away. Sutherland defends well there for Hyde and whips it out for what I think would have been a throw-in. But that was the end of the highlight. Let's see. Let's praise. Come on. Well, we've got 3 players looking complacent. That's dangerous. We don't want complacency. Right, we fired them up, though. Let's see if they can find another goal. A 3-goal cushion is always nice in football. Sangare is not going to find it with free kicks like that. Again, another one curled into the side netting. Needs a little bit more practice before he's at David Beckham level with his free kick taking. And he's getting another go. Whips in for Bradley Fewster. Bradley Fewster with a shot deflected off the keeper initially, but the keeper can't stop the rebound as he's already on the floor, and Bradley Fewster buries it. Good first save. It actually looked like the rebound came off the keeper's testicles and went in the goal. Insult to injury. Bradley Fewster smashing the testicles of Hyde's keeper. Well, now he's looking very disinterested in the game. I'm not surprised. He's probably a bit distracted with that horrible sick feeling we all know after you've been smashed in the nuts. He's probably going to be a bit distracted for a good 10 minutes. And Blyth are on the attack again. Egan tackled in the box and a penalty is given away. What a shame for Hyde. That didn't look like a bad tackle to me, but the ref has given a penalty. And Maguire will take it again. And is that a hat-trick for Maguire? I think it might be. Is it? I've lost track. Why was he taking... Oh, no, he's taking it because Sean Reid's not on the pitch. That's why. Dan Maguire's the backup penalty taker. So, yeah, that's why. Yeah, so he's on a brace now. That's his second goal. Just tell Kieran Green to ease off the tackles. And we're now in added time. It's going to be all over. 4-0 by the looks of things in favour of Blyth Spartans. A fantastic result. But again, a non-league side in the cup. We have to expect good results from our side in matches like this. Let's hope we can beat some stronger teams as well and have a good cup run though. But it's a good start. 2 teams played, 2 teams beaten. Starting our cup run on the right foot, and that will do nicely. A 4-0 win. Only 1 shot on target for poor Hyde. You've got to feel sorry for the lads there. But some fantastic football from Blyth. And Kieran Green, again, not having a great game. He seems to be not in the best of form right now. Not sure why that is, but maybe he's just settling into the captain role. Okay, that was excellent. Well done. Good stuff. So Guiseley away next, 14th in the table. It's an away match. Could always be a hiccup when you're playing away from home, but they're not that high in the table, and we are in fantastic form right now. So I would hope for another win there. That's 7.5k for that FA Cup match. Brilliant. We need all the money we can scrub up. Little on form again. Great with the assists. Doing well on the defensive play as well. 100% tackles won. 3 key passes. Fantastic stuff from the left wing back there. Okay, and Kieran Green unfortunately has picked up a 1-match ban after collecting 2 yellow cards in the FA Cup. Oh well, we'll have to play our next cup game without our captain. That could be a problem if we draw somebody tough. We'll have to see. When's the draw? The draw is in 2 days. Well, we'll find out on Monday who we've got. Fingers crossed it's nobody too tough. I mean, we've got the midfield depth to cope, though, I feel, this season. Callum Oliver can just fit into that role very easily alongside Sangare. Elliot Holmes, who are you? You're one of the Hull lads we were checking out. Hull's not a million miles away. Maybe he'll be interested. I think, was he a loan possibility? Yeah, he's loan listed. No, we need to keep scouting him. Can't really see if he can play the role I want. I've got enough centre midfielders. I need attacking centre midfielders. Cameron Creswell of Doncaster. What were you? Let's see his attributes. Oh, he's more of a right winger apparently. Yeah, no, we'll discard Creswell. Ewan Murray. Doesn't look great, does he? It looks pretty terrible, to be honest. Oh, well, we'll scout him a bit more. You never know. He might be passable. Right, Guiseley looking like a 4-4-2 team. Squad is full of leaders and strong characters. Okay. They're going to be influencing each other probably positively. But maybe with all those strong characters, perhaps they'll be falling out with each other in the dressing room. Who knows? We'll have to see. Will Hatfield, a key player for Guiseley. Can't really see too much about him, but he is a winger. He looks very determined and to have a decent first touch. Okay. Yeah, fine. They're slight underdogs, even though they're playing at home. That's good. Blyth closing on new record-winning run. Brilliant. Anticipation is building as Blyth edge ever closer to setting a new team record, and there is plenty of attention focused upon them. The Spartans have won 5 matches on the spin, and keeping up their tremendous form will see them break the previous club record for consecutive victories. The existing record is also 5, meaning just one more game will get them the record. Well, now we're doomed. Now we're doomed. We're going to lose this match. That is just how it's going to go. Right, let's advance a day and see who we drew in the cup. Don't want to watch the whole draw. Bradford or Basford? Okay, Basford sound non-league to me, and they are. Basford United. Well, I don't know who Baz is, but he's got his own team. And yeah, Bradford we beat recently. Either of those wouldn't be a bad draw for us, to be honest. I think we could handle that. Though, obviously, the preference would be Basford. Ooh, Hellzoen have just drawn with Bradford. That's an interesting result for us, because we've got a game in hand. That means they only took a point from that game, leaving a 2-point gap. Yeah, even more reasons are stacking up why we're going to lose this next game. It would break a record if we won it. We'd take top of the table if we won it. We're not going to win it. We already know I've got a team full of bottlers after last season. They get this close to glory, and then they're like, oh no, we can't handle this. Quick, fuck it up. Oh dear. Well, let's hope maybe they've learned their lesson from last season and they do it a little bit better this time around. For fuck's sake. I've just noticed a message like in TeamSpeak where I sit with my friends. Harry's just sent me a message saying, "Oh my God, I think you're going to want to have sex with me. The answer is no, by the way." Harry, what the fuck? Like, there'd better be something really amazing behind that message, you weirdo. I assume that's Battletech related. I'm not sure, but maybe. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you'll be making Shell jealous. Look what you've done. Oh dear. Well, I guess I'll have to wait at least another hour before I find out what was behind that message. Nexus says, "Did he get it released?" Question mark. I've no idea, mate. I've no idea. The Catch-22 says, either Battletech related or Harry got an amazing haircut. Harry hasn't got any hair. Like, the only hair he's got is on his chest, his back and his arse, I think. So, and I really hope he's not going to be showing that off to me. I don't want to see that. Whatever's been shaved into him. Right, okay, Geisley in excellent form. You see, it's all stacking up. I can see an FMing on the cards here. It's all stacking up. I feel like we're going to lose this game against Geisley. Call me pessimistic all you like, but the signs are there. There have been many signs, and they are all there telling me that we're going to be in trouble. And Sean Reid is still out injured, unfortunately. So, again, we'll have to live without him. Callum Nicholas did score an absolute banger last match, though. But it was against a non-league side. It's kind of easy. Right. And also, he's mega knackered because he's nowhere near match fit. Oh, no. Okay, so Dolling will end up coming on for him at some point, I guess. Let's have another look at Rouse. How's he shaping up? He's got some good physical stats. Like his acceleration and pace and agility are all pretty nice. Decisions, vision, pretty good. His passing could be higher. First touch, very nice. But really, I want my attacking midfielder to have a half-decent long shot on them. Preferably, be decent at set pieces as well, but he's lacking in that. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, finishing 8 and long shots 5 isn't really doing it for me. I expect a little bit more. Okay, let's have a look. Is anyone else knackered or in the team that shouldn't be in the team? No, I think this is the lineup I want. We'll just have to keep an eye on Nicholas, and Josh Dolling will probably come on for him. I mean, I could put Reed on the bench, but I think it would be a bit stupid to play him and risk a longer injury, so we'll keep him out. And a 4-4-2 for Geisley. Go out there and impress me. Oh, they never want to impress me. They do not care. Most of these lads know their place in the first team is safe. It's only really Callum Nicholas, and he already knows his place on the bench is safe, so I guess nobody really has much to play for in terms of impressing me. Right, it's probably time for a demand more already. Oh, nice tackle there. Nicholas looking for Bradley Fuster. Almost finds him. I feel a Geisley goal, like in the first 15 minutes, I think we're going to concede a goal. I can feel it in my bones. And this is looking dangerous. This is dangerous. Oh, is that Liebird with the shot there? And Geisley win a corner. Harvey will take it. It's a poor corner though. Kieran Green nods it away, but only as far as Hatfield, who drills a shot in, but very wide of the post. And so far, Geisley having the shots. We are not. Let's demand more. Perhaps that will work. Sangari with the free kick. A little bit too high there, mate. Okay, we might have to change up our mentality if things aren't going to go our way. Morrison keeping the ball in there for Geisley, playing it long, upfield. Young with the pace there, takes a shot. Closed down by O'Reilly though, and it's another corner for Geisley. It's looking a bit nervy. 21 minutes played and Blyth only having one shot. So I'm going to pull back and switch to positive rather than attacking. So we're a little bit more cautious now. Not quite as attacking as we usually are. Let's demand more again. Because, yeah, this start has got me nervous. And like I said, all the signs are there that they're going to win this. Right, O'Reilly with the kick from the back. Plays it short to Lyons. Square to Bernard. And just some short passing football coming out of the Blyth lads now. But until Nicholas plays it long, finding Dan Maguire through on goal. Tries to tuck it under goalkeeper Green, but what a save by the Geisley man there. That could very easily have been a goal for Blyth, and things are looking better already as Kieran Green whips in a corner. Comes to nothing so far, but Bernard gives it back to Green. What's he got in the bag? Plays it to defender Lyons, and it comes to nothing. That's a shame. That looked more positive for sure after dialing back our attacking level a little bit. So we've got come down from attacking to positive. And we still only had one shot on target in 45 minutes of football, so it's not like the change has been incredible for us, but at least we've not conceded and we almost got a goal there. So I'll take that as a plus. Let's encourage the players. Oh, why do I listen to this man? He knows nothing, Tony McQuaid. Should have gone for my traditional aggressive bollocking all round, shouldn't I? All right, let's have a look at the table as the second half starts. With this result, Chorley will move above us. Obviously, they're having a better match than we are. Let's see if we can see. Chorley are winning 1-0 against Telford. Right, demand more. Keep demanding more. Come on, lads. Have to keep an eye on Nicholas. He's very knackered already. Definitely going to need taking off. Deshaun Bernard picking up a yellow card. Next, has said we almost put them to sleep with the short passing and nearly caught them on the nap. Yeah, pretty sure that's exactly what was going on. Right, we need to tell Bernard to lay off the tackling a little bit. Not exactly what you want to have to tell your centre-backs, but we don't want him getting a red card. Bradley Fuster steals the ball. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Tries the cheeky chip. And unfortunately, the keeper was well onto that. What's his name here? Joe Green, the goalkeeper for Geisley, shut that move down before it had a chance to develop, really. And that is unfortunate. But it's now time to make a substitution because Callum Nicholas is puffing and panting. The poor lad is not match fit. He can't cope with this. So Josh Dolling will come on for him. Let's tell Dolling that he's a superstar. Yeah, you've got the ability to make a real difference. Yeah, he loved it. He loved it. Come on, Dolling. Get out there. Score as a goal, lad. 58 minutes of football played. 58 minutes of snooze-worthy, boring, terrible football. There have been no goals, but honestly, I'll be happy to take a draw if I can take a draw from this match at this stage. It felt like it was going to be a bogey match for us. And of course, we need one more win to break our record, but I don't feel like that's going to occur. Maguire's in the box, though. Always dangerous. Kieran Green, Sangari. Sangari whips in a shot with his left foot, and Joe Green palms it out for a corner kick to Blyth. We're not so good at the corners, though, so Kieran Green whips it in. Finds the header Maguire for a change, but Maguire can't keep the header down, and it goes out for a goal kick. That was much better, but the chances are seemingly few and far between for Blyth at the moment. 6 shots taken, 3 on target. It's not really our usual level, is it? Sangari with another free kick from the edge of the box. Tries his left-footed curler again, but still needs more practice in the training ground, I think, as he whipped that into the side netting once more. It seems to be a common occurrence for his free kicks from that position, unfortunately. And we have picked up our standard ruck of yellow cards. It just seems to be the theme of season number 2. That Blyth just can't help themselves picking up yellow cards left, right and centre. Clearly a little bit too enthusiastic in the tackle. But we'll cope with it. I think we've got better squad depth this season than we had last season, so we can afford it, I feel. And as we come into the final closing moments of the game, I'm just going to go very attacking. Just try my luck in added time, see if we can snatch a late goal. Just to have a go at breaking our record. Bradley Fuster dispossesses the defence, whips in a nice looking shot, but it's too high. And it's not going to do the job for us this time. It is looking like a 0-0 draw here at Guiseley. As Thornton takes the throw in, the whistle is bound to go soon. We have mere seconds of the game remaining. Lang picks the ball up in defence, plays it out safe for a throw-in. Good man, that was the right thing to do there. What we don't want is to be conceding a goal in the dying seconds. We will take the point away from home. I'll deal with that. Shame we didn't break our record, but this is acceptable. A draw away, and it'll do. So that would leave us third in the table. So we have slipped down one place, but it's fine. Nothing too much to worry about there. At least it wasn't a loss. And like I said, I felt like a screwing was on the cards. I felt the game was conspiring little things against us. And we had to switch things up, play a little bit more cautiously than usual. Normally it's just full steam ahead, all out, go out attacking football. But we had to dial it back a little bit because it was looking a bit shaky at the back. And I think thanks to dialing it back, we got away with that draw. And that will have to do us for now. So there we are. We're only 1 point off top spot. Like Chorley and Halesowen only a point ahead of us at this stage. So we're in good stead in the table. This is a perfectly acceptable position to be in if we're looking to win the league or at least get through on playoffs. We are very comfortable right now. And Southport will be the next match away from home. So 2 away games back to back. Michael Liddell having a terrible game. Perhaps that is an explanation as to why we didn't have as many shots as we're used to. There just wasn't the provision from Michael Liddell this time for the front three to get on the end of. Nexus says, Maguire has had too much experience with crosses that actually arrive on his head. Or he hasn't had too much experience. No, that's right. He hasn't had that much experience of crosses that arrive on his head. Certainly not from the corners. I think from the corners he's used to doing this. He just watches the ball sail over to the middle of nowhere. That's his general procedure from a corner, I think. But one day I will manage to sign someone that can take set pieces. I swear. It'll happen eventually. Spennymoor versus Boston. I wonder how that game will go. Oh, a win for Spennymoor. So they're still in contention as well. Sitting 5th in the table right now on 21 points. Still a dangerous team for us. We must keep an eye on them. Okay, Armando Shashua is the key player to watch. English lad, deep-lying playmaker. Okay, we don't know anything about him aside from that, really. Maybe I should scout him. Reports? Get scout report. Yeah, let's get a scout report on him. He might be decent. He's a young lad as well. We might be able to snap him up when he's out of contract at some point, if he's good. But we won't know if we don't have a look. So, okay, we drew Bradford in the cup in the end. They must have beaten Basford. Not really that surprising. So we'll have to play away from home for that fixture. Could be a challenge. We certainly don't want to go out of the cup early. as pretty much a standard procedure for me at this level is to always spend just slightly over my wage budget, just squeeze a little bit more out of it than I should be. Yeah, I mean, at the moment it's not that much. It's only a very tiny amount over budget, but I could adjust that by reducing my transfer budget. But I just don't want to at the minute, just in case I do want to bring someone in and just really throw caution to the wind and screw the club financially. If there's a player worth doing it for that gets us promoted and a good cup run, then I'll do it. But bank balance is looking fine at the moment. 196k in the bank is all right for this level. And as long as we get a good enough cup run, like I say, as usual, we need that to bring in the money. Then we should be able to get away with paying a little bit more than we should for wages. Southport are slight underdogs here. They're sitting 12th in the table. Right, okay. Man, I'm starting to cook a bit. I think Shell is determined to turn this room into a sauna for some reason. Right. Let's praise Leighton Egan. Criticise Cunningham. Anything else? Oh, Sangari. Let's give him a bit of praise. I mean, he didn't get sent off in the last match either, so, you know, that's a plus. Praise his training levels. Luke Lyons, again, we keep praising him and he keeps training well, so I just kind of want to keep it up. As long as it's getting something out of him. Oh, Liddle. Terrible. We need to have words with Liddle for that training. Whoops. Warn player, criticise training. Yeah, good. And Paul Smith, you're a bench warmer, so that's fine. If you want to suck, go ahead. We will replace you. Right. Sean Reid, he's still injured. I don't want him playing a reserves match. Returning to full fitness imminently. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll stick with that as it is. Right, now, the question is, do we risk Sean Reid? Or maybe... I mean, it did feel like we were missing something up front, that little linking player in the last match. But again, if I play him, I'm putting him at risk of picking up a longer injury. The smart move is to just leave him be, let him recover and make do. If we have to scrub out another away draw, then that's what we'll have to do. Okay, yeah. I just can't afford to have him get injured. Not for a longer period anyway. Right, so a 4-4-2 from Southport. These assistant managers are terrible at advice, got to say. Right, right, apparently we lost to them last time we played, so let's go out and avenge that loss. And we're off. Very dark looking pitch here in Southport. And Riley with the ball at the back. Can we play this out for a Blyth highlight, I wonder? Bernard smashes it upfield, but no, comes to nothing really for Blyth. Or are we going to get a little steal off one of the defenders? Egan in possession, plays it forward, finding Dan Maguire. Are we going to start this off with a goal? No. Start off with a good shot, though. Saved by the keeper. Dangerous move from Blyth. That's a very positive start. Let's demand more already, 10 minutes into the game. Sangari with a free kick as it starts to rain and whips in another free kick straight into the side netting. his favourite move, that is. And no shots so far for Southport, I mean. Cartman and Kenny just not really that good at football. Yeah, so back to where we are in England, in rainy Southport apparently. And they have a corner, but it comes to nothing, I'm pleased to say. Team looking a little bit nervous. Let's demand more. Sangari's still looking nervous. Okay, well, rather he's looking nervous than psychotic, because he is prone to getting red cards. But fairly uneventful at the moment. Only 2 shots on target for Blyth. Only 1 shot in total for Southport, and that wasn't on target at all. Chris Paul picking up a knock at the back, right back for Southport. Could be a weakness there. Oh dear, oh dear. What's going on? Right, we need to go to analysis quickly. Where's he gone? He's off tackles. And what are we missing? Oh, luckily nothing important. Looked dangerous though, but another shot failing to be on target. And it's now half time. That's very disappointing stuff. I think we're going to go for the aggressive half-time bollocking. Okay, so Sangari's looking a bit stressed. What should I tell Sangari? It's time I've got faith in him. No, he didn't like that. He's just stressed. Right, fine. Be stressed then. Most of the others seem to have a reaction to the halftime talk. Let's hope they can turn this into a more interesting game, because this is very dull right now at 0-0. 45 minutes of football played, hardly any shots on target. And it is pissing it down with rain here in Southport. Perhaps affecting the football a bit, but we've got a highlight here. Nicholas on the ball for Blyth. Playing it out to Egan. Egan whips a cross in. Poor cross though. Maybe his second effort will be better. No, not really. 2 pretty lame crosses there. And Southport seem to be retaining possession well now, and the ball gets thumped into the Blyth half. Keating picking up the ball on the edge of the box and goes for a shot. Puts it wide of the mark though. Apparently it took a deflection on its way out, and they've got a corner. Dangerous. Lions with a good defensive header there, finding Nicholas, who's messing about a bit, but eventually does thump it upfield. Oh man, this is nervy stuff here. Bernard playing a dangerous back pass to O'Reilly. In this condition, in the pouring rain, I count that as dangerous. Anyone could have screwed that up and we end up with an own goal, but oh my God, it's not going to take an own goal. It's going to take a legit straight up Southport goal to put us behind in the 50th minute. Devon Green with a great effort. First time saved by O'Reilly. It was a good effort from the keeper, but he was left completely stranded by his defence there. And Green finishing his own rebound very comfortably there. And we are now 1 goal behind in the rain away at Southport. You might be right, Nexus. Like the all-out attacking might not be working so well in the rain. I might actually go cautious, see if I can catch him on the counter-attack. Ooh, dangerous. Right, hold on. Which I've got a strategy set up for counter-attacking. Is it version 2? Yeah, I think it's version 2. So we've switched to that. I don't know whether this is going to work at all, but I set this up deliberately to be a counter-attacking style. So I guess there's only one way to find out. Well, we did play it part of last season by accident without me noticing, and I got some results out of it. I just don't think it's as strong for my team as going out attacking, but obviously attacking in this game has not been working out for us, so perhaps this change will. Although it's not looking great. Southport, it looks like, are going to get the best of this highlight as they bring the ball into the Blyth half, into the danger zone. Nicholas with a tackle there, but ball only goes as far as Southport's Allen. Plays it straight back to Bartlett. Allen to Assels to Brady to Osborne. They're playing rings round us in the rain here. And that danger man Green whipping in across for Keating, but good claim by O'Reilly, denying them the goal. And yeah, well, it's I don't know. Are we getting better on the stats? It's so hard to tell at this stage. But it's getting close to time to bring Callum Nicholas off. So let's pause it. Oh, let's close down Dion Charles. Yes, right. Yeah, it's time to get Nicholas off and Dolling on. Again, we'll tell Dolling he can make all the difference for us. Go on, you've got what it takes. He looks happy. Good. Can he be the super sub that comes on and grabs us a draw away from home? Yeah, they're definitely playing possession football. And I'm looking to, once they slip up in the rain and lose possession, catch them on the break with this strategy. We'll have to see, though. I'm not sure it's going to work for us. Oh, and now it's stopped raining. Brilliant. And we have caught them on the break. Maguire through on goal, but he can't get it on target. It's gone out for a corner. Oh, sorry, he did get it on target, but he can't get it past the keeper. I should be fair to him and say that. Liddell will take the corner. We really need a goal here, though. And we're not going to get it from one of our set pieces. They are not the best in the division. Liddell with a free kick. Thumps it into the wall. Claims his own rebound, though. A little bit of a jog. At least the conditions are a little bit drier now. Yeah, just passing all day. Yeah, boring football. That's right, Nexus. You want some attacking, goal scoring, and potentially goal conceding football. That's what makes an exciting match. And we're on the attack here. We can't just put together an attack, can we? We're just losing the ball. I think for the dying minutes of this game, I might switch back to my attacking strategy. Now it's stopped raining. Let's see if that works out for us. And we want attacking. Egan well in with the challenge there. Good clean tackle. Taking the ball upfield with confidence. Can he find one of the strikers? Dan Maguire almost beating keeper Hanford to that ball, but almost is not good enough. As the match is coming to a close, it looks like we're going to lose this, and we've not lost a game all session, so we are kind of due one. So we'll take our knocks. But Dan Maguire's through on goal again, and he scores a late goal in the 87th minute. Dan Maguire rescues us for a draw. 14th goal of the season, assist by Sangare, the new midfield signing. Header from Lyons, finds Green, plays in Sangare. Sangare with the long ball, playing Maguire, who runs onto the through ball and slots it home easily. And that is a fantastic goal and a much needed goal for Blyth. Let's demand more as the game comes to a close. There's 1 minute of normal time left. Oh, the drama. I think the last minute switch to go back attacking, now the sun is out, possibly paying off for us there. After the counter-attacking football saw us through the rain. Of course, we conceded our goal while we were playing attacking in the rain. It just wasn't working out against Southport's style of football, but we made it to the whistle. It was 1-1 away from home. We will take that. We will take that. I'm happy with that result. It didn't look like a match we were going to win for the longest time. So we'll accept that. Yeah, don't be too hard on the team. That was a tough result. Yeah. That will do. Blyth rescue late draw. 2 right. And what a rescue it was by Dan the Man Maguire up front. And next we've got Bradford in the Cup. Bradford being a team I think we've already played in the league and beaten. Although form is not amazing for us right now. That leaves us 4th in the table. So we are slipping gradually from second place. We're now on 24 points in 4th in the table. But at least we haven't lost games. At least they were draws. But still, only 3 points behind the league leaders. It's still within our grasp. The dream is alive. Right, and Sean Reid, let's have a look. Yeah, looks like he should be fit soon. That's good. I feel like we've been missing him. We've only managed draws for the 2 games that he's been out for, so maybe he's the key. Maybe, although Nicholas did score a goal in one of those games, maybe Reid is providing more goal opportunities for our strikers. Hard to say at the moment, but we will see if he makes a noticeable difference when he comes back into the side. Although it always worries me after an injury because, you know, it might go the way of Bradley Fuster. Sometimes players just come back and they don't find their form for a little while after being injured, and that can suck, especially when it's one of the players you rely heavily on to provide goals or goal opportunities for your team. Josh Dolling, our super sub, well, he's not really that super, our not so super sub, has now picked up a bruised ankle. He'll be out for 2 to 3 days. Shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully he'll recover long before we require him. Okay. Gianluca Havern is a good option at centre-back. So both their strengths are in defence for Bradford. But as I said, I'm pretty sure we've already beaten them once this season. Let's just have a look and see. Yeah, that was the first match of today's session, in fact, wasn't it? And we thumped them 3-0. So, I mean, this is the session so far today. Win, 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 draw, draw. And both of these draws, I believe, have been without Sean Reid. So, yeah, perhaps we can get back on the win train with his return. But, yeah, it's a cup match next. Also, obviously, a match we want to win. The league's important, but the cup is also important for our bank balance. And at least it's a team in our division. I think the stage where you're likely to draw non-league teams is over by this point. So a team that's in our division is not really a bad draw. So I can't complain there. And looking at the Premiership table, looks like Arsenal are top of the table at the moment. Tied on points with Man United, though. But their season starts much later than ours, so they've only played 8 games so far. Okay, so it says Sean Reid is match fit. Hopefully the stitches will hold. Right. The Sean Bernard feels there's a lack of depth in defence. Well, do you now? I don't, so sod off. Right, let's... oh, he's happy to be praised for his form, though. 2 of my defenders there, deserving of praise for their recent form. It's a good sign. Right. Roll on match day. And then it's going to be tough because we've got to play Hednesford only 2 days after playing the cup game. So we are going to have some tired players. But we will just have to cope. Hednesford currently sitting 10th in the table. A little bit below us, but I think we got a win and a loss against them last season. I think last season they were the first team we played in the league, and we lost, which was not great. But that was away from home, if I remember rightly. Michael Woods. Oh, he thinks he's first team, and he's actually only backup. Yeah, well, we probably lied to him a bit just to get him to sign the contract. So let's adjust that now. And start telling him the truth. Well, now you're here, mate. Now you're locked into a contract. Yeah, we kind of told a porky you're actually a bench warmer. Sorry. Armando Shashua. We've finished scouting him, but it's only 16% scouted. That's not really finished, is it? I wouldn't say that's a good scouting effort, really. So let's keep scouting. Really can't tell anything from that scout report. Needs more work. Oh, I've just seen another tough fixture creep into our feed at the top as that was loading. We've got Kidderminster coming up soon as well. But first, Bradford in the cup. They're slight underdogs. And it should prove to be a tightly contested affair, apparently, according to Sky Sports. Ooh, well, could be worrying. Yeah, there it is. Kidderminster Harriers away. They are now second in the table, a common occurrence for them in this division. Let's keep praising, because, again, it's working out. We're seeing a lot of these players continue to keep training well off the back of this continuous praise. Apparently, they love it. Lewis Lang. Oh, that's bad. No, mate. No. You're supposed to set an example. Right. There we go. All right, we've put special focus on attacking corners. Can't really see that working out too well for us since our corner taking is dog poo. But whatever. I guess. I think I've got my assistant in charge of arranging training because I can't be bothered to do it. So we'll just take on Knox. We'll deal with whatever he's decided to do. Oh, man, we're still waiting for Hales Owen to slip up in their results while they're top of the table. Hopefully they'll screw up at some point. Right, Bradford looking inconsistent in their form, and we're looking strong, although our last two matches were draws. Captain Kieran Green is suspended for this match. Not the end of the world. We've got Woods on the bench, and we've got Callum Oliver as well. And Oliver is the man that will get the nod on the field. Woods can come onto the bench. Jameson in as an extra sub. And Reed, yes. So Reed, he seems to be match fit. We'll monitor him, but he seems to be match fit. So he's going to come on in place of Nicholas. Because I hope that is what we've just been lacking. Sangari's still one yellow away from suspension, and Dan Maguire. That would be very upsetting, actually, if Dan Maguire gets a suspension in the cup. Yeah, that would be clench your butthole time, especially if we're playing a good team. But you never know. Bradley Fuster can often deliver himself. Last season, again, I keep saying he was league top scorer last season. Bradley Fuster, absolute goal machine. Just not really finding his form properly this season, and I just hope he will. Could really do with some serious amount of goals coming out of him. What shall we say? Show me what you can do to keep our run going. Yay, right. Leighton Egan was motivated. Everyone else was like, yeah, whatever. We want to kick the ball. Okay, go kick the ball, but kick it good. Blyth playing in their away strip this time. The white shirt. Bradford in the green of their home kit. And first highlight comes to nothing, which is all right, I guess. Let's give it a demand more shout. Just check. We are playing version 4. We are. So that's our attacking strategy. That's what I want. You want attacking football in cup games. You want goals. Goals win games. There'll be no grinding out draws here. We will win or we will lose trying. Right, Reed on the ball, surging upfield, catching Bradford on the break after that set piece. And there are men everywhere. Maguire, Fuster through, takes the shot, but it's a poor effort from Bradley Fuster. That is a shame. Thumped straight at the keeper, but we do win a corner, which Connor Oliver will take in the absence of Kieran Green. And Connor Oliver's corner was not too bad, actually, for a change. That was not bad. I wonder how many you can put in like that. Didn't find a white shirt, but it wasn't terrible. Okay, Little with a free kick. Has a shot, but just over the bar. Michael Little fancying his chances, it seems. And a fairly uneventful first half so far, apart from a couple of highlights for us. We're approaching half-time rapidly, and yeah, I guess that's that. We've had 9 shots, 5 on target, but not many highlights have come out of it. Let's hope the second half is better. Yeah, that's time to prove a point. So Deshaun, Bernard and Sangare, both new lads, seemed motivated by that. Everyone else, not so much. And we kick off the second half here in Bradford. Ackers in possession for Bradford, but denied by Sangare with a nice tackle, and the ball is taken away by Little. And apparently it comes to nothing, but we are crossing our fingers for a Blyth highlight sooner rather than later. Right, McWilliams with a throw-in, just gives it straight to Bradley Fuster, who flicks it across to Reed, who takes a shot, and his first game back from injury. Sean Reed proving to be the talisman we needed. Bangs it into the back of the net from inside the area. McWilliams with an awful throw-in here, straight to Bradley Fuster. Bradley Fuster does well to react to the situation, finding Sean Reed, whose boot finds the net, and we will take that. We are 1-0 up in the 54th minute of the second half of this match in Bradford. And I'm just trying to keep an eye on the moment I can shout. I want to give the lads some praise. But it's not letting me yet. I think it's like once every 10 minutes you can do a shout, I think. There we go. Let's praise them. Come on, boys. Be encouraged. Sangare with a free kick. Sails it way over the bar. That was not a good free kick, mate. And Bradford seem to have become disinterested in the match now. Being 1-0 down at home, they are not motivated. Let's demand more, since not much is happening at the moment. Let's see if that wakes at least the Spartans up. Here we go. And we've got Egan whacking the ball up, finding Dan Maguire, who's now in the box with a man on. Bounces it off the man, finds Egan. Sangare's shot is blocked, and Jolly comes in, making a foul on Callum Oliver. And it will be a free kick to Blyth Spartans, which will be taken by Michael Little, the left foot of Little. And he whips in a decent-looking effort, but not enough power on it, and Drench claims that for himself very easily. All right, Leighton Egan, yeah, lay off tackles a bit. Egan playing a 6.2. Right, yeah, that's... How did I not notice that earlier? 6.2 is pretty appalling. Should have taken him off. Right, let's take him off now. Oh, I thought I paused it. Apparently I didn't. Right. Yeah, Egan, he's on a yellow and he's playing a 6.2. It's time for Paul Smith, I'm afraid. How's Reed doing? Reed is having a good game. His fitness looks all right. I don't think we need to take him off, do we? Dan Maguire not doing so great on a 6.5. But Sangare only on a 6.4. That's perhaps cause for concern. Well, let's bring Woods on. Let's let him stretch his legs a bit. There we go. Okay. Very late in the game to be making substitutions, but may as well. We don't want a late red card that's going to result in a suspension for Egan. And Sangare is always prone to getting a red card at any moment. So since he's not having a great game anyway, I may as well take him off. Just protect ourselves from that potential. Atkinson from the back, plays to Applin. Smashed up the field, looking for Thompson for Bradford, and the move is shut down well by the Blyth defence there, as we have less than a minute of added time to play. Next it says, wow, that's the secret to your set plays, get the opposition to take them. Perhaps, yeah. Oh dear, this is looking dangerous. A late free kick for Bradford. Jolly in possession, but he's bundled over, and they win another free kick. The Blyth Spartans not taking any messing about at this stage of the game. We do not want to concede. Oh no! Would you look at that? What a cracking free kick. Chris Dawson's first goal of the season. And look at that. That was a sweet free kick. O'Reilly caught napping. And in added time, we've conceded. It is now 1-1. And it's time to scream at the boys. And we've made 2 substitutions as well. The side is going to be a little bit weaker, but wow. There's the full-time whistle. I'm pretty sure that will just go to a replay and it'll be at home. So it's a little bit more cash for us. It's not the end of the world. The problem is the fitness levels of the team are going to get absolutely screwed if I keep having to pick up extra games like this. You remember, well, any of you that were around for the first season, we hit that period where I was just scraping by with everybody being knackered all the time. And it's stuff like this that will result in it. Tell the boys they did well and their efforts were excellent. Are you sure about that, Tony? Are you sure about that? Let's chance it. All right, fine. Got away with it. I'm not so sure they were excellent, though. I feel things were a little bit iffy, considering we only scored 1 goal and then we conceded late. But, I mean, I feel the boys were pretty damned unlucky to be denied the win there in the dying seconds of the game. But yeah, that's football for you. It happens sometimes. And it was a cracking free kick. I'm not going to take anything away from Chris Dawson there. He deserved that. And that's just the way it goes. So that will go to a replay. And that will delay some of our league matches. And yeah, look at this schedule now. Oh my God. This is really a cause for concern. Because excuse me, because by the time we play Kidderminster, we are going to be run ragged, and they're probably going to be quite fit and healthy. So that's a game we're probably going to end up losing. Jack Robson is bothered by not getting football. Okay, well, you know, maybe if your finishing wasn't 8 for a striker, you'd get some football, but you're not getting games playing like that. Green is just—he's not as good as Robbie Dale, is he, Kieran Green? He's just not a people person, it seems. He's not able to talk the disconsenting team members around, is he? What should I say? How about a loan move? That's my favourite go-to. Yeah, go out on loan. The same old. Nobody will loan you, but let's promise you a loan. Right, there we go. I'm making every effort to offer you about. You can't complain. Let's see what happens. Okay, Dan Maguire, top goal scorers at the moment. Top goal scorer for us at the moment with 14 goals. Highest average rating as well, 7.42. Bradley Fuster, top of the assists with 7 assists. Obviously beating Michael Liddell at the moment. I wonder what the actual league positions are. So Dan Maguire, top goal scorer in the league as of so far with 11 goals. Pretty good going. Adam Boys of Spennymoor in second place on 7 goals. I don't know him. Maybe we'll scout him, see what he's like before we have to play against him. And Bradley Fuster in third place on 6 goals. So it's quite a way behind Dan Maguire at the moment is Bradley Fuster. I would hope to see him catch up a little bit. Michael Liddell and Leighton Egan, both of my wing-backs, doing really well for distance covered, but they don't really have an option. The way my team is asked to play football, they've got to keep motoring up and down those flanks. And, no surprise, Mohamed Sangare is top for yellow cards. Well, gee, who'd have thought? I bet he's top for red cards as well. But I'm not going to look that up. I want to crack on and get this last game squeezed in before we end the stream. Hednesford Town at home will be a tough match, especially off the back of only having played 2 days ago. Everyone's going to be a bit knackered. And yeah, some poor form from some of my players. Who's that key man? Charlie Edge, midfielder. Okay. Yeah, nobody wants you, Jack Robson. See. Okay, Blyth, the surefire favourites. All right, well, that's a good sign. Oh, we're closing on another record. 9 matches undefeated. And the existing record is also 9. So we just need to not lose this game. And we've broken a club record. Well, there's a thing. Sam Minihan, I remember him from last season. He was decent, if I remember rightly. Was he at Hednesford? No, he was at Stockport. Okay, so he's moved from league winners last season, Stockport, to join Hednesford. Obviously, they didn't want him anymore once they got promoted. Oh, he went to Loughborough University. I've had a look at Loughborough. Back when I was deciding where I wanted to go to university many years ago, Loughborough was one of the campuses that I looked at because they're well known for being really good at sport. And that was a bit appealing to me, even though I wasn't studying sport, I was studying English. But I liked the idea that they were good at sports. I was very much into my sports back then. You wouldn't believe it now. I've put on many pies since then. Right. Bradford or Blyth will play Barnet. Oh dear. That's not a great draw at all. So even if we get past Bradford, we've got to play League 2 Barnet. Well, I think we beat a League 2 side last season, didn't we? We beat somebody that was well above us. So miracles can happen. Maybe not 2 years in a row, though. Perhaps we have had our giant slaying for the time being, but we can always hope, can't we? Right, this is a league match, so we need to remove these substitutes again. Nope, that is not where I meant to click. There we go. And we need to do some jiggery pokery. We need Kieran Green, and we need Kieran Green on the field. There we go. And that's it, I think. I think we're all good to go. So Egan is knackered, and Sangari's a bit knackered. We've got Oliver. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is the best team I can put out, and I want to put this out. As I explained last season, at this level, I do like to play my strongest 11 as often as possible. So I'm going to keep doing that. Nico Vico says, maybe you should give Michael Woods or one of your defenders a full game to rest some players. I should, but I don't want to do it against Hednesford at the minute. I'll wait till players are a little bit more knackered before I'm forced to swap players in, and I'll do it that way. For better or for worse, that's the system I generally go with, and it usually turns out all right for me. I mean, it was okay last season. It's been okay on previous iterations of Football Manager at this level of football. So I'm going to stick to what I know, because the stronger team, as long as they're not too knackered, are more likely to get you the better result, is simply the logic behind it. So let's see. Yeah, we're favourites for a reason. Go out and smash them, boys. There we go. Good. We got a decent result out of that talk. And once again, it is raining at Croft Park. It is always raining at Croft Park. Does it ever not rain? People who live in Blyth, can you just let me know? Do you ever get not rain as a weather type? Is that a thing? Because it's always raining in this game. But we are going to stick with the attacking football for now. Hoping to capitalise on any mistakes our opponents might make in possession of the ball and then smash it upfield and run onto it. The standard strategy that has gotten us thus far. 23 minutes of uneventful football. Nobody's had a shot in 23 minutes. Okay, Sangari with a free kick. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was kind of off the top of the bar this time, which is he's edging ever closer to actually hitting the target. Cian Flanagan picking up a yellow card for Hednesford. And really not a lot happening in this first half, is there? This is going to reach half time with virtually nothing happening. This is very boring football, but looking at the possession, I guess Hednesford are just passing it around a lot and playing safe. But here we go, we've got a highlight. Maguire in the box is taken down. Who was that by? Was that Flanagan? I don't know. Either way, we've got a penalty. Sean Reid steps up to take it. Can he bury, I think, his 4th penalty of the season? Oh, tucks it in nicely. Keeper guessed the correct way to dive. That had me concerned, but we do get the goal. And we'll take it, even if it's a penalty. Sean Reid with his 7th goal of the season. Oh, that was close. That was close. Keeper very nearly getting a hand to it there. But, yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. So, praise the lads. Hey, hello, Gromulus. How you doing? Right, let's encourage the lads. Give them a morale boost and send them out. And the second half kicks off. It is still absolutely pissing it down at Croft Park. And this looks dangerous, but O'Reilly gets there first. What a relief it is to see the safe hands of O'Reilly claim that ball. But it's not over. They have a corner, and that's dangerous. It's pinball in the box. But somehow it's scrambled out and picked up by Maguire. Plays it back safely to Bernard. Sangare, back to Bernard. Can we thump it upfield, somebody? Green, Bernard. Finally, Bernard smashes it up. Dan Maguire off the mark with that blistering pace. Gets a shot off and is pushed out for a corner kick. Little to take. Whips it in towards Fuster, almost finding Fuster. Maguire picks up the loose ball and Reid is now in possession for Blyth. Bernard again, and unfortunately comes to nothing this time. Right, let's demand more. Come on, boys, you can do better than that. We've only got 1 goal. 1 goal's not safe. We just saw in the Bradford game, 1 goal is not bloody safe. Dangerous cross there. Minihan on the ball and smashing in his own rebound. And yeah, last season playing for Stockport, who won the division, and he's showing exactly why he was a good player for them, helping them win the league as he scores a goal for his new team. The first goal of the season. Look how shiny his head is as well. That is one shiny head. And a cracking effort from that man there, Minihan. And it's now 1-1. And that is not what we want to see. We could really do with a win. We've had a few draws of late. And we want to get out of this poor form before we end the session. Right, let's close down Ben Guy. Yep, let's do it. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the chat being silly. Nothing new. Right, 70 minutes for football played. Michael Liddell takes the free kick, just bouncing it off the wall though. Bernard picks up the ball, and every time that man seems to get possession, the highlight ends. So apparently today, Deshaun Bernard is the kiss of death for any Blyth highlight. Oh man, nothing good is happening. We are trying to close down Minihan now. He's pulling all the strings apparently in this match, and there are only 9 minutes of football left to play. And it's looking like another draw at the moment, although I shouldn't speak too soon because it could get worse. It could be a loss. Right, Little, ease off tackles, son. Right, Egan's got to come off. He's too knackered now. 52%. That's the danger zone. Let's get Paul Smith on. Anyone else? Sangare playing a 6.5. Yeah, that's not great. Let's get Connor Oliver on. And that will do, I think. Yep. Let's do it. Let's see if they can make a difference for us. Yep. No, they're deep in thought. Come on, boys. 3 minutes of added time to play. Why can't we get one of those scabby late goals like Bradford got? Where's our turn for that? Let's demand more in the dying minutes as Gatter brings the ball dangerously forward for Hednesford. Oh, no. This is... Oh, that was risky stuff there. And it's not over yet. The ref has not blown the whistle. And Minihan and Adam really... Oh, man, it's too small and too quick to read it. And there it is. Oh, no. Adam Miluyi. Oh, he's offside and it's disallowed. My God, I'm so relieved right now. I can't believe that. I thought we just conceded in the dying seconds of the game. Once again, for the second game running, that would have been truly soul-destroying. But yeah, luckily he's an absolute mile offside. Whew. And what a relief that is to take the draw after all. Wow. Wow, what a way to end the session. And yeah, that was disappointing. Aggressive bollocking time, boys. Sort your lives out. We need to start next session much better than we've left off here. Oh, we did get an achievement, though. We got unbeatable. There we go. Unbeaten in 10 consecutive matches, although not really that happy that 3 of our last games have been draws, though, I think. So let's just have a quick look at the schedule. Oh, 4 of our last 5 games have been draws. Jesus, right. So this is where we started. Win, 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 win. And this is where we ended. Draw, 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 draw. Yeah, we need to beat Bradford and then Kidderminster away. It's going to be so tough with our fitness levels or substitutes. Whichever we end up having to use, this will be a tough fixture. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Oh, and then right after Kidderminster, we've got to play the team that's top of the league. Oh, they're not top right now. They're second now. What's happened there? They've been top all season. Oh, right. Yeah, thanks, game. Really appreciate that. Yeah, awesome. So Kidderminster are now top, so we'll be playing them most likely as league leaders. Well, that's just what we needed, eh? Okay, so we're ending the session here, and we are 4th in the table, 25 points. We're not too far behind top. It's only 4 points. We could rescue that. It's catchable. But we're comfortably in the playoff positions, which at the end of the day is not so bad. And all of these teams that look to be fighting for the playoffs are teams that we can beat. There's no York City this season. There's no Stockport. So we've got just as good a chance of getting through the playoffs as we have at winning the league. So it's not looking too bad. I'm feeling positive enough 14 games into the season. But yeah, my voice is dying on me now. It's time to end the stream. It's been fun. We've had a pretty good session. We've not lost a game this session, so can't really complain. It's just 4 draws off the bounce is it's a little bit worrying. So yeah, but you know, positive stuff. Really, all season we've only lost this one game against Boston. It's been going pretty well. I mean, a few too many draws, like more draws than I'd prefer to have, but it's actually looking like a very solid team this season, and we're getting decent results out of it. We're certainly doing much better at this point this season than we were last season. And last season we ended up finishing second and almost won the league. So we were 1 point off winning the league, and we had a much worse start. So I don't think we've got any cause for concern just yet. I feel the strategy's working nicely. I feel the players we brought in have strengthened the team well enough. It's a shame we lost Brotherton and he won't sign for us. But actually, yeah, one more thing before we go. Let's just see. Is Brotherton still unemployed? I bet he is. Sam Brotherton is still unemployed. Oh, man, you stubborn git. Nobody wants you. We want you. We'll pay you. We'll give you a contract. You were great for us. But he keeps saying no. Oh, he's changed his mind. Apparently, several months of unemployment has finally sunk into his thick skull, and he's realised that perhaps he could be playing some football rather than twiddling his thumbs sitting at home. Unfortunately, he wants £1,000 a week. Like, we can't afford that. Obviously, we can afford to offer him half of that, 550 quid a week. Man, maybe we'll give him a signing on fee. What if we offer you a massive signing on fee, relatively speaking, for our club? Because we have got transfer budget to burn. Appearance fee, oh my god, 210 quid appearance fee and 550 quid a week. We're going to have to up this though, because he wanted that plus £1,000 a week. We're not going to get him. Essentially, the short version is this ain't going to happen, but we'll try our best. He's willing to drop to 950 a week. No, we can't do that. Let's try. Well, what about if I give you 5k as a signing on fee? I mean, come on, that's mega bucks at this level. And if you're thinking 5k, are you mad? He's worth it, man. He's really, really a quality defender. This would really strengthen our team once more. And he was basically our de facto captain last season. So I'm determined to try to win him over. But it's not happening, is it? It's not happening. Oh, man. Well, that would be like our entire transfer budget. What's the most I can offer him here? Yeah, there you go. Everything's maxed now. Let's give you a clean sheet bonus increase. Maybe up the agent fee a bit, see if he can bend his arm a bit. That's it. That's my best possible offer, Sam. I honestly can't do better than this. Like, you're bankrupting me even with this offer. I think he just agreed. We are going to be bankrupt very soon. Blyth Spartans are going to be in debt, but I think we have just talked Sam Brotherton into a deal. Probably very much not in our financial interest. Did I just walk away? Did I just walk away? Did I just walk away? Did I just absentmindedly walk away? Oh my God, I hope I didn't. Oh no, I think I might have. Hold on. No! Shit! Oh my God, we came so close. I can't believe that. I clicked the wrong button. I've just walked away. And now he's pissed off. Oh my God. Well, to be honest, that's probably good for my bank balance. Right. Well, I guess we'll wait another couple of months and then we'll try and sign him again. Maybe he'll be cheaper by that point and we won't have to bankrupt ourselves to get him. Or maybe we'll just say that's my subconscious just making a financial decision before my before my brain had chance. Yeah, Catch22 says your accountant's relieved. I bet he is. Oh man. I mean, in a lot of ways, that was probably the right thing to do, but it was an accident. I honestly didn't mean to walk away. I thought, all right, that's the deal done. Exit the talks. No, I've just got him to agree finally, and then gone, do you know what, actually, Sam? Fuck off. Slam the door in his face. Yeah, so now he won't talk to us. What a shame. Fuck me. Oh, that's just what I get for not concentrating. Oh well, that is the end. That is the end of the stream on that bombshell. Walking away from a potentially awesome deal to sign a fantastic player back into the club. We will leave it there, and maybe by the end of next session we'll have another crack at Sam Brotherton. Maybe he'll have forgiven us. Maybe it'll take a whole season. I don't know, but he's certainly not happy with us right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for some of the regular Battletech viewers showing up as well. Always nice to see you guys. Even if this is not your thing, thank you. I do appreciate it. And I'll be back again tomorrow with Battletech at 2 p.m. UK time. We'll be playing more Battletech Extended 3025 mod. I'm enjoying that very much. And then, of course, tomorrow evening will be the return to the Blyth Spartans on Football Manager 2019. And yeah, we'll see if Sam Brotherton's forgiven us by then. But for now, thanks a lot. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Depending on what you thought, it helps me out either way. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this. For now, I'm out, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks again.